Alright guys, I'm here back with more Judgment, new live stream here. Yeah, a bit later than I wanted to. Got out of work a bit later than I intended and had some other stuff to do. Yeah, to be honest, today was not the greatest day, in all honesty, but whatever, we're back. I'm gonna be realistic, probably not gonna stream too long. I think probably like 2.5 to 3 hours at most. We'll see. Continue with Judgment. Not a lot to talk about. I mean, tomorrow is Big Brother VIP, so that's something at least. But not much to talk about today. I don't feel like obviously we had Survivor, which I've talked about in the last stream, and also I did the mid-season power ranking, which I actually want to check on that real quick. Just want to see, I know how it's doing view-wise, but I just want to see how it's doing like to dislike ratio-wise. Because I did not expect it to be, or I do not expect it to be too high. 96, that's not terrible. 96.6, yeah, that's not terrible actually. Alright. Anyway, what are we doing? I'll be honest, I'm not enjoying my replay here of Judgment. I'm still gonna replay and I'm still gonna do a video on it. I'm just struggling right now with deciding how I want to do a video on it. Because the initial intention was that it was gonna be a full-blown retrospective on Judgment, and then I'll talk about Fist of the North Star and Yakuza Dead Souls along the way. But I'm thinking at this point what I might do is just make all of them a bit more abbreviated, and then also add in Lost Judgment to it, and just make it one massive Yakuza spin-off video instead of splitting it up into two. I'm thinking that's how I'm gonna approach it. Why am I back here again? Why do I always come in this area? What is this area? Is it one of these buildings? Not that one.
You don't give up, do you?
Oh, is it here? I don't know, whatever. Getting pretty judgmental of the game, yeah. I mean, I don't know, I'm just not really enjoying this replay, but we'll continue on with it. Thanks for the 45 bits, Engine Switch. Actually, I haven't seen you in a while. I feel like it's been a while. Happy Halloween. I forgot today was Halloween, if I'm being honest. I've been working most of the day, and then, I kind of forgot it was Halloween. Not that I'm a big Halloween person anyway. I'm not. Really, just in general, I'm not big into holidays, but yeah. Is Tiffany the first Israeli language? I think so. She spoke Israeli on the show, right? Which I don't think we've heard that before. So at least there's that. Dig A trick-or-treaters? No. And even if I did, I wouldn't have answered anyway. But I did hear Eternals is not doing the greatest critically.
Yeah. Which
is interesting. Because to be honest, of the movies that were coming out this year, I guess outside of probably Spider-Man, which that's this year, right? Far From Home? Or not Far From, what is it called? What is the new Spider-Man called? Is it No Way Home? No Way Home, that's what it is. That's this year, right? So, yeah. So, yeah, either way, I was excited for Eternals, but yeah, seems like it's getting mediocre reviews.
Boy.
Hey, MG24, first time chatter here. I have been watching the season of The Challenge. That's actually what I spent my free time during the weekend doing, is I got caught up on my challenge review. And I'm very mixed on this season so far. I think there's definitely points that I have been enjoying it, but I think those points are it's here and there. It's not really the entirety. I feel most of the episodes I've been just kind of on. And part of that has to do with just the normal editing style of the challenge now, where I think the formula is very easy to gauge. What's going to happen pretty much. It's so dumb that the challenge does this, where within the first 10 minutes, or I think 5 minutes of the episode, they give good content to the two people that are going into elimination. It happens like every single episode, and it's really ridiculous. But yeah, I mean, as a, like an actual season, like it's probably around where I would have Double Agents, which is still like bottom tier. I really just have not liked these last few seasons of the challenge. I didn't like Total Madness was kind of just like whatever. Then like Double Agents is kind of meh. I feel like this season has higher highs probably. Maybe than Double Agents. I don't even know if that's true though. I don't know, it's hovering around that spot though. Are you excited? Yeah, I'm excited for. I'm excited. Like, I'm kind of excited for Big Brother VIP. It's like I'm not like it's not like Survivor excited or like it's not like I was as excited as I would be for most like shows that I actually really really care about. But like I'm interested. I'm interested in how it goes. I have a feeling I'm not gonna particularly like it, but again, fuck it. I'll watch it anyway. Plans to still do a review on it when it's done. So there's that. Thanks for the sub, James Go7. But yeah, yeah, what else? Do I Wish Challenge episodes had 45-minute episodes? Yes. I think that's one of the issues of the challenge is how bloated the episodes are, and I think a lot of that comes from like they really spent so much time on the challenges, and it's like, I mean, obviously it is the challenge, so you would expect there to be challenges, but like that's the stuff that I literally don't care about. And we spend like at least like 30 minutes on the daily, and I don't know, it's just like it's a bit much for me.
Hey.
And I feel like this like episode structure has been like very similar for the last like 3 seasons, right? Like 3 seasons that I didn't love. So yeah, drop the spy theme too. I mean, it's I mean, like I think this will be it, right? Actually, I don't know. Is this only the second? What was the theme of Total Madness? There wasn't really a theme, was there? I don't know. Maybe they will do one more and make it like a trilogy. But yeah, that's what I say. Yeah, they usually do it in 3. So yeah, I guess there probably will be one more. Which, whatever, I guess. I mean, to be honest, like the theme isn't the worst thing in the world. Like it's not great, but it's like I would be okay with the theme if was that really the theme of Total Madness? It was bunker themed. But yeah, like I wouldn't be opposed to like dumb themes if like the format and the casting were better. And I don't mind this current format that we're at. Like this, like 3 teams, but like within those teams you play individually, and the person that is sent into elimination by the agency gets to pick the other person that goes into elimination with them. I actually like that format. The problem is the cast, I feel like, with this format, where, and especially because it was introduced halfway through, so because that, like, I mean, obviously through there being so many vets, there's already like a massive click, but even within that, like they were able to bring over certain rookies, and like it just felt like the numbers were already in a certain way to where it makes it not as interesting. But I think if it was like the format, like right from the beginning of the season, I think it could have worked out better. But whatever. I mean, this is a similar format to what we had in Cutthroat, right? Something like that. Yeah, and also the switching team. I felt like that was a bit much too. Like I personally don't like. It's weird because like Double Agents, I felt like I liked the switching of the teams a lot more than in this season. And like just in general, I like the concept of switching teams because I feel like if you're paired up with like someone that's just complete shit, you're like obviously you're fucked over, like you're screwed over. And like I like this element of like it lessens the chance that you're screwed over by your partner. But it's like I felt like it got too much this season to the point where like I didn't know who was partnered with who. And I really just I don't know. I did not like how it was handled this season. What's my favorite season of the challenge? I mean, I think it might still be the duel. I need to rewatch seasons. That's why I haven't done the season ranking yet. Is because I do feel like I'm kind of removed right now from the challenge and would need to rewatch some of them. But I really like the duel. I like War of the Worlds too, even though a lot of people don't like it. I like Dirty 30. Yeah, what was it? Gauntlet 3 I have highly ranked. Duel 2. Then Rivals. Battle of the Exes 2. And then the Fresh Meat seasons. And Free Agents. I feel like that's like kind of the top tier. But I would say probably... I haven't watched Battle of the Season. Oh yeah, Battle of the Seasons 2. Never mind, no. I do like Battle of the Seasons 2. It's not my favorite season in the world though. It feels like kind of Gabon-ish for the challenge, where it's like all the big names don't do well. Mind you, there weren't many big names cast, and that was kind of the thing there. But it's like a lot of like lesser challenge figures end up doing really well in that season. It's a train wrecky season the entire way, so that's fun. Just finished watching Amazing Race 1 through 11 all the way for first time. Is it worth going? Is it worth it to keep going and get to next All-Star season? Yes. The next All-Star season would be Unfinished Business, which is season 18. And while seasons 12 through 17 like aren't super consistent, like there's definitely like there's some good seasons, there's some bad seasons. I would say like Unfinished Business is one of the better seasons of the show. And yeah, I would say it's worth continuing to season 18. Beyond that, I think it's really like how much into the Amazing Race you want to get. Where like for me personally, like I would have to watch all of them. Like it wouldn't feel right for me not to eventually watch all of them. But if you don't have that like completionist element of you, then I don't know. I mean, like 19, 20, I feel like those are good. 21 is good. Yeah, 21's really good. And then you get into like a stretch. I think 22 and 23 and 24 are all pretty bad. And then 25 is good, but then 26 is bad. What happens what is 27? I don't even remember Amazing Race 27 anymore. Fuck, what is Amazing Race 27? Either way, I mean, like it's a bit spottier after that, I feel like. But I do think it's worth watching to at least Unfinished Business, which is season 18. But if we're talking about like next full-blown All-Stars 2, I think it's definitely a bit more wonky considering... Oh, duh, the Justin Diana season's 27. Anyway, yeah, it's definitely a lot more wonky towards like 24. So, matters how much you want to get into it. Where do I rank the season finale of Survivor Australian Outback? I think it's at the bottom. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure I've gone on record and said that's the worst episode in Survivor history. Which I feel like, again, like I don't remember my own videos, and this like one was edited like almost or probably around 2 months ago now, but I think it was at the bottom. I'll be surprised if it wasn't. I don't think, like, how can it not be at the bottom? I'm actually looking it up now because I genuinely don't remember, but I feel like it's got to be at the bottom. It would make no sense to me if it's not. Which, by the way, mid-season power ranking came out, performed very well. I'm pretty happy with it. Mind you, like, it performed very well day one. Yesterday actually ended up being my best day view-wise since January, which last Saturday was my best day ever my best day since January. But this one beat it. I believe it actually beat a couple of those days in January. And it's pretty much confirmed now that this is my best month of the year outside of January, which January was my best month ever. Yeah, it's at the bottom. Like, I thought it was. Like, it's like, how is it not at the bottom? Yeah, let's see. What else do we got? BB Can. Yeah, I mean, like, to me, like, for me, themes don't matter. Like the themes of these shows don't really matter as long as, like, a lot of these other, like, as long as, like, the casting is good, as long as the format is good, like, the actual, like, theme of, like, oh, it's a spy theme, or it's a casino theme, or, like, anything like that, like, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, let's see, what else we got? How would I feel if Survivor did a twist where in the pre-merge you swap every round? I've wanted that for a while. Like, I've wanted it as like a one-time thing for a while. But I don't know how it would work on the show. To be honest, I don't think it would work. I think it would be a much better thing for like an org or something like that. But it still would be interesting to see them attempt on the show. But I don't think they ever will. I don't think they're going to do it. Did I get spoiled on the next episode? Spoiled as in I got spoiled on the decision that Erica makes. Which, spoiler, they didn't release in the press photos because they're fucking idiots. It's so funny. Like, it's so funny to me. This is like the entire cliffhanger of the episode, which is a very basic, like, obvious cliffhanger. Like, how is this not? Like, how is Erica not gonna do it? Because it makes no sense for her to not do it. But like, then they just like spoil it in the promo. It's like, what are we doing? But yeah, it'd be funny if Anthony gets on a challenge. And that'd be great. I would love it. Yeah, he gets on 2 spy-themed shows. Then I don't even remember what did they do at the spy theme. Like, I remember like the Secret Assassin and like giving information to people, like giving Damien stuff. But like, I don't remember like was Anthony ever like actually involved in anything like spy themed? But Blood Vita, and was that spy themed though? Like, I feel like that's just like a random twist, like more so than like them making it a spy themed thing. But yeah, if I were to do casting second chance 2 for Survivor, who would I cast? I mean, it would be tough to do offhand, but like if we're talking about from like recent seasons, like I think from, I guess we can't really say for this season yet because it's like it's still going, but like 39, I feel like I would ideally like a Kelly Kim, but I don't think it's happening. But like a Lauren Ashley Beck, I think is a pretty good call. Jamal, I would really like Jamal. I'm trying to remember the cat. Dean would be fine. I mean, there's a decent amount of people from 39 I would like to see back. Like, I know people hate Missy. I would like to see a Missy return. Even Aaron. I wouldn't mind an Aaron return. Nora. Again, I don't know. I'm a bit more wonky on Nora just because I don't know what she's going to bring gameplay-wise, but still, I wouldn't be opposed to it. Again, like, it's like tough to really say because, like, there's just so many. Like, I would actually have to, like, prepare this and to create, like, an actual cat. Like, I would have to do a video on it again. Which I wouldn't be opposed to. Like, I wouldn't be opposed to redoing my casting videos. Like my older ones. I'm too fair, that's kind of what my dream casting are, just like with slightly different criteria. But it probably won't be like, I mean, like it's probably a bit too soon still because like I did those casting videos like before, like around the time of 39, whether it be like right before or right after. So yeah, it does feel kind of ridiculous to do it now where we've only had like one more season of newbies, but I still wouldn't be opposed to doing it at some point. I don't know what's going on in the game because who fucking cares? Why do people hate Missy? Because of Dan's situation. Because of her using the Dan. What? Actually, I don't remember what she do. She tried to get like gaslighting Janet, right? That's what it was. Using the Dan situation to her advantage in the game. Am I going to release the Amazing Race Top 10 Teams video before Amazing Race 33? Yes. For sure. The question is when Amazing Race 33 is actually going to air. Right now, it's kind of like one of these videos that's like in limbo just because I have other videos that are more timely. And like, if I'm going to, like, I have an Amazing Race video that should be coming out this month in the recasting Amazing Race 8 video. And that one was made before the Top 10 Teams one. So that's why I'm trying to get that one out first. But, yeah, for sure, it needs to come out before 33. Or before the end of 33, at least. But I think it will make more sense to release it, like, right before 33. So, like, if we get an official 33 release date, then I'll bump the video up. But right now, it's kind of just, like, sitting in limbo, like, with a release date that doesn't really matter. Because it's not going to be released on that date. But yeah, it'll definitely be before 33. Why not right after 33? Because I already made it. Like I already recorded the video and everything. I already edited it. It's actually done. Like it's literally fucking done. It's just like I just feel like there's a lot more videos that need to come out at specific times or around specific times than that video. So and like, but it also needs to come out before 33. So like, if we get a date for 33, then I'll get a better idea of when it's coming out. Do I think it's possible Survivor does swap every round? No.
Say what?
I don't think they're going to do it. I'm sure they've thought about it, but I don't think they look at it as a realistic option there. Yeah, if 33... I'm like, the thing is, I don't want 33 to come... Personally, I would want 33 to be, like, around May. Like, I want it to be, like, after... Like, right after Survivor 42 or something. That would be my ideal.
Here's your proof.
I worry it's going to be earlier. Which, if that's the case, then... I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with the schedule, because it's like early half of next. I mean, early half. The first like fourth of next year is pretty jam packed already, and like I could technically fit it in, but it's like it would be annoying to do so. But we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. Why not? It's too hard to follow. Swapping tribes every episode. And also, like, with Survivor being a show that, like, tries to... Like, because, like, at the end of the day, like, what Survivor is a show that takes the footage of a reality show game and creates a story around it. And it makes it tough for them to create a story around the season where the story is changing every single episode. So I think that's a tough thing there. When's Big Brother VIP premiere? In a few hours. Mm-hmm. I believe... Well, it's the night of November 1st in Australia, which for like me would probably be around like 5 hours or so. I'm expecting them to watch it right away in the morning, but we will see. I don't know what time it is specifically though, but I mean, like I would guess it's like 7-8 o'clock Australia time. That's what would make sense. Anyway, that should be fun. Yeah, I have already done a recasting of Amazing Race. Amazing Race 11. Never mind. Yeah, I did Amazing Race 8. Amazing Race 11. Ideally, yes. Again, time is the issue there in terms of where to release it and where it makes sense to go out of my way to make it. But I would like to do it. Yes, like really for any any All-Star season of any of these reality shows I cover, I would like to do some sort of recasting for those, because there's no perfect All-Star season. Like, as much as I like, obviously, like, Winners at War is like such a great cast, Heroes vs. Villains such a great cast, it's like it's not perfect. Like, I would definitely swap out people there. So I feel like it's worth it alone just to like talk about it. Anyway, Amazing Race falls into that. Big Brother, All-Stars. I forgot, I technically already did BB22 to a degree through my Dreamcasting, but like I would like to do a BB7 recasting. But yeah, I mean, there's definitely more recasting videos I would like to do moving forward. When it will be on Video Brother, I don't know. Again, my plan is to use Down Under TV, which is a subreddit, which has typically been pretty good with Big Brother Australia. Like, usually it's up by like at the latest around noon my time. So yeah, I mean, we'll see. Can I send you a link to it? I mean, sure, probably. I mean, like, I'll probably like, if you haven't watched it by the time. Well, the thing is, like, I'll probably stream tomorrow. Not stream, like, it'll be a speedrun stream if I stream tomorrow, but yeah, I'll be able to find the link and post it there. What Survivor US players would you like to see play Australian Survivor? I mean, like, I think Johnny Fairplay is the top one for me. And I feel like if we're doing like these one-offs, I feel like we should get these people that aren't going to be on Survivor US anymore, but want to play again. So I think like a Johnny Fairplay, I think like maybe like Richard Hatch, I think like a Vesepia maybe. Then they're not going to get Vesepia, but I think Richard Hatch is somewhat likely. I think Johnny Fairplay is somewhat likely. I think those sort of people. Boston Rob's not doing it. Boston Rob, I don't think Boston Rob would ever play anything outside Survivor US, and even then, I don't know if he plays Survivor US again. Yeah, we definitely did not. I mean, like if I don't know what to do with Howie on if I were to do a recast in BB7, because like if this was at the time, I loved Howie. I loved Howie when I was a kid, but looking at it now, it's like, yeah, probably didn't need to be there. But yeah, Marvin would be a good pick. Yeah, get rid of Chicken George. It's so weird too. Yeah, they like them putting Chicken George on there ruined the gender balance and everything too. It's really weird they did that. Yeah, June would be a good one. I think you get June or Lisa, probably one of the two. Does Vesepia want to play again? I believe she does, right? Or at least she would be willing to do it. But production doesn't want to ask her. But again, I did see that she she's like kind of like one of these people. It's like it's not like an absolute lock that she would say yes, but I think if they were to ask her, they probably would. Like she probably would say yes, but I don't think they're gonna ask her. Do I think Survivor SA would do that twist? Probably not. I think if any season's gonna do the twist, it probably would be. Actually, no, it probably wouldn't be Australian Survivor because I think they like keeping their tribes for a while. I don't think any US or any English language version is going to do a twist like that. I think more than likely they're I didn't get anything. God damn it. Yeah, I think more than likely they are going to I think it'll be for maybe like Survivor Russia or some of those like other formats that don't really care about their show in terms of like presenting a story and that sort of thing, but I don't think it's a likely theme there. Are we doing more top 10 player theme of all time? Probably. Well, I mean, I don't think not any like general ones. Like I'm doing I'm starting a series next year of videos where I do top 10 players based on a time period. I'm also doing top 10 worst players of all time. But yeah, like I'm doing, and this is an idea I've been wanting to do for a while, but doing like a top 10 players before Survivor All-Stars video and top 10 players before Big Brother All-Stars, and like do these like top 10 of all times, but from like a specific time in Big Brother Survivor history. I feel like that was a fun idea, and I did do I haven't edited them or anything, but like I want to get those out next year.
Yep.
Plays Erica with Karen. I don't know if I would put Karen on All Stars. I like Karen. I think Karen is definitely a good player, but I don't know if she was like someone that I was like dying to see play again, though.
Huh?
Why Survivor Russia? Because from what I understand, Survivor Russia is kind of an insane show. Yeah, we talked about this in a previous stream about like there was like some guy that got medevaced with an idol on Survivor Russia. So then he decided to give his idol to the host, and the host was allowed to play an idol on somebody at any point. Like that just seems ridiculous. Like what the fuck are we doing? What are the odds of Xander making Final 3? Not great, but not impossible. Like the thing is, like to me, Xander's not winning. No matter how that happens, whether it be like he gets voted out or he makes it to the end and doesn't win somehow, which I don't know if he would win on a season like this. I think the fact that there is so much of a push for diversity on this season, we've heard so much about diversity. I find it tough to believe that they're gonna give the win to a straight white male. Like especially if that person doesn't play like an overly dominant game to where you can't like deny that this is the best player. I feel like it would be tough for them to hand the win to Xander, where we have like the black people coming together and creating an alliance there, and like just in general, again, there's so much talk about diversity here that I feel like it'd be weird. And same thing goes with like BB23, where it's like, was there ever going to be or was there ever going to be a white winner of BB23? Probably not. Like, I find it hard to believe that they were ever going to hand a win to a white person on BB23, especially by the time we get to jury. But yeah, either way. Pretium had Karen as his 5th most underrated player. I do think she's an underrated player. Again, it matters. Like, that's the thing I don't like about the term underrated is like, who are we saying she's underrated by? Because I think it's definitely tough to. Because like I think like by the general community for sure she is. Actually, is Tiffany white? I was assuming she was like Hispanic or something, but I might be wrong on that. But even then, again, like I'm talking about like straight white male. I think they would give it to a woman either way.
Hey.
Actually, now I think about BB23, all those straight white men were out pre-jury, weren't they? But whatever. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, she's Israeli, isn't she? Yeah, I completely forgot about that, actually. Either way, Jeff's gonna be 60 in 3 days. That's something. Roddy would be interesting. He's not necessarily like a top person that I would like to see back. Especially at the time, BB7. But yeah, I mean, he would be in consideration, but I don't think he would make my recast. I don't think. I mean, the thing about BB7 is that I would have expanded. I mean, the thing is, like, the problem is, like, who could they actually get? I think that's one of the issues. Where, like, realistic. Like, I think with BB7, for the most part, I think they did their best. Because, like, June couldn't do it, and you had, I guess, like, Marvin said no, right? And then I know Nicole said no, Hardy said no. So it's like, I mean, considering who they had to work with, yeah, Drew, I think Jason said no too, right? So it's like, again, like, considering like who they had to work with, I think they did a good enough job. But yeah, I mean, like, if I do a recasting video, it would have to be like an element of a dream cast in it. You have no idea how John Vito and Jill were on All Stars, neither do I. I never got the John Vito and Jill love because I believe they were like massive fan favorites after season 3. I don't know, they just seem so dull to me. Like, I never found them interesting at all. Like, I found their like one episode in All Stars more interesting than them on Amazing Race 3. But whatever. Who are my top 5 challenge players? Like, if we're doing like an all-time player list, which I would ideally like to do at some point, I don't know, I feel like you would have to split it between genders, right? Either way, I mean, you gotta have Bananas. Like, as much as I don't like Bananas, really, like, I think it's undeniable that he's one of the best competitors. I think at this point you gotta have CT. Laurel is up there. Cara Maria is probably up there, still in the top 10 or so. Well, actually, we're doing top 5, aren't we? I don't know if she's top 5. She might border. Who already got their men? Like, Wes isn't there, I don't think. Is Landon there? Darrell, I don't know. No, Darrell's probably not there. I don't know. But I would say, like, if I were to for the men, I think the top two are Bananas and CT. And I think CT could easily pass Bananas in the next few seasons for me. And then for the women, I think I would say Laurel is the best. But like I think there's a lot of people like kind of on her tier. Like, you got Evelyn, you got who's Emily. But I feel like she is the most. I feel like Laurel is the most consistent. Like, even though she had two kind of seasons, the last two runs, I feel like she is very good, and then also like more consistent than, especially than Evelyn. And then like, again, Cara Maria would be the one that I guess you would debate, just because like Cara Maria's been on so many seasons and like had a very consistent run at the end of her like stretch there. But I would probably still lean Laurel as the best female challenge competitor, I would think. If Survivor UK ever comes back, Bear Grylls should be the host. I wouldn't like rule that out. Like, I think that's definitely something that could happen. Yeah. Derek, I don't know if I would have Derek up there. Yeah, like I don't think he would be top 5. Like, yeah, maybe top 10. But actually, let's look this up real quick. I just want to look at a list of top challenge competitors, just so to make sure I'm not like forgetting anyone. Jordan, I think Jordan might be. Again, like, the thing is, like, I don't like Jordan, but then I don't like Bananas either. I don't know. I don't know. I think Jordan might crack top 5. Landon, I wish he was just on more seasons. Darrell, I don't think so. Kenny, I don't know. All right, then women, this list has Evelyn. Laurel's not even in top 3. Yeah, I don't think that's right. Ashley Mitchell's number 5. Is that really the world we live in, where Ashley Mitchell's number 5? I like Ashley, but I don't think I would have her that high. It's number 5 female challenge competitor. I think Steven Universe would do on Survivor. I don't know anything about Steven Universe. Am I going to do a video on Challenge Spies, Lies, and Allies? Yes, I actually just got caught up on it over the weekend. Can I cast Survivor Australia versus South Africa? Yeah, I would like to. I wanted to do a. I don't know what the name would be now, but at the time I think I put down USA versus the world, like taking the American Ninja Warrior name. Yeah, I would definitely like to do a like an international casting video. But again, it's more so about finding the time to do it on the schedule. What's my beef with Bananas? I just think he's not a good person. Or at least from what we've seen on the show and everything. It's just, he comes off as so unlikable to me at points. And while I do think he's grown to a degree, I still think, like, even recently, he's had, like, things I don't particularly like. But I don't know. Darrell and Theo. I don't know much about Theo. Like, I've only watched one season with Theo. Oh wait, which Theo are we talking about? I'm thinking are we talking about Theo Vaughn? That's who I'm assuming we're talking about. But either way, I haven't watched many seasons with him because I've only watched Fresh Meat. Yeah, Theo Vaughn. Okay. I do want to get back again. Like, I want to do a challenge season ranking at some point, so I will go and watch all the seasons and even rewatch certain seasons. But yeah, I haven't watched much with Theo Vaughn. Darrell, I think the thing about Darrell, and really this goes for Theo too, is the time that they played. Where I do think the formats that, like, these team formats are a lot easier to win. So it does make it, like, kind of lessens the impact of me that they, like with Darrell having won 4 seasons in a row or whatever it was. It's like, that doesn't really mean that much to me. Where like I feel like Fresh Meat is his only like good win, and like even then it's like kind of like it's fine. But I don't know. I've never been too high on Darrell in the grand scheme of things. Is Lauren O'Connell a classy woman? Probably. I would guess. Could we do Big Brother? What if final HOH Part 3 winner lost? Is that one of the ones I did? I don't remember anymore. I did 2 Big Brother casting videos recently. Okay, I did a similar thing to that. I did what if final jurors won final HOH. So it's not the exact same thing, but it's kind of close. And what if every season didn't have a Final Four veto? So I guess I didn't technically do that. But to be honest, I don't think many scenarios change. And I feel like the scenarios that do change are probably ones I've already talked about. Or that I will have talked about by the time those videos come out. But I'm trying to think. So BB, BB2, it stays the same. Will still takes Nicole. BB3, you got what? You got Jason takes Danielle. Jason wins. BB4, you have same thing. BB5, you have same thing. BB6, you have a difference there. Janelle takes Yvette. Yvette wins. BB7, same thing. BB8, Zach takes Dick. Zach wins. Maybe. That is if it's determined on if Eric does actually has the campaign for Dick and actually does so successfully. But just on the offset, Zach wins. BB9, same. BB10, same. BB11, Kevin takes Jordan and probably wins, but could lose depending on Natalie's vote. BB12, same. Yeah, because it's Lane. BB13, same. BB14, the same. BB15, the same. BB16, the same. BB17, Vanessa takes Liz, and Vanessa wins. BB18, the same. BB19, who's BB19? Oh, Paul, same. BB20, the same. 21, the same. 22, Nicole takes Cody, and Nicole takes Cody, and Cody probably wins. Cody wins. It's just a matter of how many votes does Nicole get. And then 23, Azza takes Xavier, and Xavier wins. So, yeah. Again, there's so many scenarios, and that's with the U.S., I guess. But that's there's so many scenarios where it's literally just the same. BB. Oh my God, this conversation's still going on. Huh? BB Can. I mean, you got Emmett takes Jillian. Emmett wins. BB Can 2, you have Netta takes Sabrina. Netta wins. I think BB Can has some that changes in the early portion of it, right? So you got Ashley wins. Ashley was in part 3, right? Against Godfrey? Yeah, so Ashley takes Godfrey, and Godfrey wins. Again, I love that Final 3 scenario. There's never been, there's very rarely a scenario like that where all 3 people in the Final 3 win if they're against another one of the, where, obviously we saw Sarah beats Godfrey. Godfrey beats Ashley in a 5-4 vote. Ashley beats Sarah in a 6-3 vote. It's it's really insane that, all 3, could have won that. But then, was it BB Can 4? I mean, it's the same. BB Can 5. Dimitris takes Karen and Dimitris wins. BB Can 6? Was it Kayla? So it's the same. But Kayla is able to cut Derek. Whatever. I guess we'll buy it. But like results still the same. If not, like Derek, she might even lose Derek's vote, and Paris might win unanimously. BB Can 7. Kira votes out Dane, right? I actually don't remember anymore. I think she votes out Dane, or they vote out Dane. Fuck. I think they vote out Dane.
Say what?
Yeah, I think, and then Dane wins. Either way, Kira wasn't winning. It doesn't really matter. Whoever they take wins the game. And then BB Can 9. Who's at the end? BB Can? Was it Brayden? Yeah, Tara got shut out, right? So it's the same. Either. Do I want Bettina to return? I don't know. I like Bettina, but probably not. By the way, that's also a thing today. I think that was today. News came out that Bettina was pregnant while on the show, which it's like, oh, what the fuck is like the Challenge production doing? Where like this is the 4th season in a row that we've had like someone like come out of the show finding out that they were pregnant while on the show. Yeah, 5 times in 4 seasons, because I think Double Agents had 2, right? Because I had Liv and Natalie. Because like this season had, like obviously it had Bettina. Last season had Natalie and Liv. Then you had Melissa on Total Madness, and you had Faith on World of Worlds 2, right? Which, again, like, what the fuck? Like, what are they doing? Like, this seems really incompetent of them, but whatever, I guess. Can I run through my favorite teams between Amazing Race 1 and 11? I'll be honest, I'll have to look at a list. Like, I don't really remember a lot of the teams anymore, especially beyond season, like, 3 or 5, I guess, probably. But anyway, let's look at that. I mean, I would say season 1, I like Team Guido. I like Kevin and Drew. I like Frank and Margarita. Wait, is it Margarita or Margarita? Because one of the it's so confusing because there's 2. Margareta is Dave and Margarita, but who fucking cares? Frank and Margarita. I actually like them too. Holy shit! Margarita was only 28. Fuck me. It's so weird looking at people's ages from like older seasons of reality TV, like knowing that I'm now like not too far away from the ages of these people. But yeah, that's something. Like season 2, I don't know, I didn't love season 2's cast. I mean, I love Will and Tara for like what they bring to the show. But, like, not likable people, but, like, very entertaining characters. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Danny and Oswald, obviously, but it's like, I don't know. I never loved the seasons 2's cast that much. Season 3, I mean, I love Flo. Gotta love Flo. And great character, and then her dynamic with Zach was a lot of fun. I love Ken Gerard. I would definitely like to see Kevin Gerard back. I mean, now it's like, again, it's weird. I think with Amazing Race, it's kind of weird to see people from that far back, especially if they weren't like super young at the time. But Ken Gerard would be interesting. I liked, what was it, Ariane? Yeah, Aaron and Ariane. I thought they were fun too. Season 4, I mean, I really don't like season 4's cast. But I guess Kelly and John, I guess, is my favorite team there. But it's like, I don't like any. Millie and Chuck are also entertaining. But again, like, not for great reasons. In season 5, you got Chip and Kim, and you got Colin Christie, who are 2 of the best teams in the history of the show. Colin was only 24 on The Amazing Race 5. How the fuck does that make sense? Fuck me. Oh, it's so weird. But yeah. Oh yeah, and then Charlotte Mirna too. Yeah, Amazing Race 5 really is great though. I mean, even like Nicole and Brandon aren't the worst thing in the world. Yeah, I really love that cast. And season 6, I mean, I think I haven't rewatched season 6 in a while, but I loved Hayden and Aaron at the time. But yeah, I haven't watched it recently, so I don't know if that'll change. But and also, what was their name? Third place, Adam and Rebecca. Yeah, I thought they were entertaining too. And again, that's another like weird couple nowadays. Then obviously got Boston Rob and Amber in season 7. I never liked the rest of season 7's cast, outside of Yichana and Joyce, obviously. But it's like, I don't know. I feel like that's like my issue. Season 7 is that I feel like a lot of the cast just kind of outside of Robin and Amber and then Yichana and Joyce. Season 8. I mean, fuck season 8. I'm not even gonna bother talking about season 8. Fuck that. Season 9. I don't even remember. Oh, BJ and Tyler and Eric and Jeremy. I mean, like, Eric and Jeremy are not particularly likable, but I think they are interesting racers with how strategic they took the race. And obviously, they performed very well as well. I don't even remember a lot of these earlier teams from season 9, but I mean, I like BJ and Tyler as characters. Oh my fucking god, BJ and Tyler are my age. That's so fucking weird. I mean, they were my age when they did Amazing Race. Oh, that's weird. Oh, fuck me. Actually, wait, Eric and Jeremy were older than BJ and Tyler? That blows my mind. Meredith and Gretchen, I barely remember. To be honest, a lot of these older couples that make it like somewhat far, a lot of them just blend into me, and I don't remember which one is which. Yeah, they got 4th place. I mean, that's really, really good. But again, I don't really remember a lot. Used to remember Freddie and Kendra as a fan favorite team. I thought they were hated at the time, weren't they? Because like obviously, like I mean, like Kendra's makes some not great comments throughout the season, but I could have sworn that they were not liked even then. Yeah, the breeding comment. Mind blowing. Sam from BB20 is only 27. Yeah, I didn't realize she was that young either. But yeah, what do we have left? Season 10. Who's on season 10? Oh my god. Oh, Dustin. I love Dustin Candace. But wow, that really is like kind of another like cast. I don't know. I actually, yeah, you got Peter and Sarah, which was an interesting team. Dave and Mary were. What the fuck? Dave and Mary, like they were only 31 and 32. How were they that young? Like I could have sworn they were like in their 40s. Erwin and Godwin, I think I can barely remember that those were their names, but I thought they were an interesting team too. Lynn and Carolyn, aren't they the first like female team to make the finals or something like that? You understand why everyone loves Dustin Candace? I don't know. I just found them likable, and I like how they. I mean, they're like. I mean, I guess to be fair, Lynn and Carolyn got further than them on that season, but I feel like they were better on. I mean, All Stars, they make it further. I don't know. I actually don't remember, like, because I remember like one of their seasons, weren't they like really strategic? Throughout these part again, like this is the thing. Like I don't remember a lot of seasons. Like I don't remember a lot of the older Amazing Race seasons that are beyond season 5 because a lot of these I haven't watched in a while. But I remember that like I feel like I liked them because they were playing strategically at a point. But I don't remember exactly where in that it was, whether it was season 10 or season 11. I think it was season 10, and then 11. Like, I feel like they were kind of in the back. Yeah, again, like, I'm a very casual Amazing Race fan. Where like if it wasn't for me like doing videos on Amazing Race here and there, like I really like wouldn't follow a lot of it, to be honest. Like I would be just like, because the thing like what ended up happening is I really enjoyed Amazing Race 30. So I was a casual Amazing Race fan even at the time, where I've watched every season since I was a kid. Like I would watch them as they aired, but like I wouldn't pay attention to them afterwards. How is this conversation still going on? But yeah, so like I have memories of all these seasons, but I never rewatched them until after Amazing Race 31, which I really enjoyed watching. I was like, you know what, fuck it, let's do a full series rewatch, and that's what led to me doing like the season ranking and the season retrospectives early on in the channel and everything, which now it's like, it kind of sucks because like now it feels like people expect me to do them, when like that was because like I did those at the time because like I was very much like into the Amazing Race at the time, but like okay, what the fuck just happened there? But like that like wasn't really meant to be like a thing that I would continuously do. But like now I have people that like are upset at me for not doing more Amazing Race videos. Again, like I'll do Amazing Race videos here and there, but like it never was meant to be a consistent sort of thing. What am I doing? Is this him? Whatever. Yeah, no one put. And I think that's another element too. Is that like, because I get so many comments about like people like asking me to do more Amazing Race stuff, and like I feel like a lot of it's because like there just isn't that many people doing Amazing Race stuff right now. Or like I feel like there's like obviously a lot of people doing Survivor, there's a lot of people doing Big Brother, there's a lot of people doing the challenge.
You heard me.
But I don't feel like there's anyone that's really doing Amazing Race. And again, like if anyone wants to take that mantle, go ahead. Like again, I just won't be able to keep up with it. And to be honest, Amazing Race has never been like my show, to where like I feel like I would be the person to do that anyway. To be honest, that's kind of why I'm like, for me, like that's kind of why I am with like International Survivor. I feel like with like I feel like I am one of the ones that like focuses more on International Survivor than most other channels. Maybe not Australian Survivor. Maybe that's like kind of its own separate thing. But at least like when it comes to like maybe like Survivor South Africa, and then obviously like the older International Survivor seasons and that sort of stuff, I feel like I'm one of the only people that focus on that. And I feel like that's something I'm more content with, being like the only person that does stuff on that. But ooh, that's an interesting idea, actually. I never thought about that. Recasting the entire season without using anyone from the cast itself. I think that would be a really interesting idea, actually. I never actually thought about that one. So yeah, I mean, that'd be cool. I think I'm pretty sure I've run out of. Yeah, because after this batch of videos is done, I've run through the obvious ones. Like I've done, at least with Survivor, I've done I've done All Stars, I've done Heroes vs Villains. In this next batch, so I don't know. Maybe that is the thing to do after. I think that would be fun, actually. That'd be a fun, even just a thought experiment would be fun. Though, like especially All Stars. Like, what the fuck would Survivor All Stars be without any of the people that were on Survivor All Stars?
You know something.
Yeah, that would be weird. And a what if scenario, Big Brother, what if Final Four, boot one final HOH. I think that's I have that jotted down, I'm pretty sure, or at least I have like what if Final Four boot like one out. I don't think that's the name that I wrote down, but essentially it would be the same thing as like my Final 5 boot video for Survivor, but it would be like the Big Brother version of that. So I think it's like what if the Final 4 boot won the final 2 HOHs or something like that. Yeah, I mean that's definitely what I plan on doing. Don't add people that decline, then like who the fuck do we have at that point? Like at that point we're really getting into the clusterfuck sort of thing. Like who the fuck are we getting on there then? Like I'm trying to think of the All Stars. It's like who'd you put on? From season 1.
Yo.
Like, because, like, Colleen, obviously, but it's like she would say no. So I guess we're, like, leaning on Jervis. And Greg said no. Sean? Like, would they have asked Sean? Yeah, T-Bird would be on there for sure.
Convincing cop when he tries. I was actually thinking I'd invite him over to Tender. Try and get my hands.
You think it would make more sense if they won final veto? Oh, yeah. You're right. Yeah, that would make more sense. Oh, fuck, but that'd be a weird naming of the thing. But yeah, that would make more sense, though. Yeah, they won final veto and then final HOH. But yeah, who else from season 1? I feel like Jervis is the only, like, one that makes sense if we're, like, not including people that would say no. Like, I mean, I guess, like, are we going to Joel Klug? Like, is that really where we're going? Oh yeah, Roger. Yeah, Roger would be there from Australia. Varner would be on there. Scoopin would be on there. So all the big names. Thank God. Who else would be on there? So no Keith, right? Elizabeth said no. I'm trying, like, who else is there? Like, this is such a weird video idea, actually. Because, like, there really isn't that much to pull from with All-Stars. And it would be even weirder with Big Brother All-Stars, too. Because, like, Big Brother All-Stars actually had even less people to call from. Because, like, Big Brother casts were smaller, and also there were less seasons. Because, especially if we're taking Big BB1 out of it. So it's like, that was even more, oh, shit. Okay, cool. Oh, yeah, Kelly Wigglesworth. Yeah, I forgot about that, actually. I forgot about the runner-up of the season. Which is actually kind of funny, considering, I think she made my recast. Mind you, she made my recast because, I decided to do something with the tribe. How the tribes are formatted. Because obviously one of the bigger issues with All-Stars that, like, all the winners got targeted early on. So I did want to have, like, a winner's tribe, okay. Well, at least a winner's tribe, and then after that's kind of a clusterfuck, but I decided to have, like, really top tier. Like, I decided to have, like, really people that made it very far on the season, to, like, lessen the impact of, like, having all these, like, threats that made it far. Kelly Goldsmith would be a fun one. I think she said no, though, right? I think she said no to All-Stars, but I might be wrong on that. I know she said no beyond that. At some, like, I know she said no at some point. I just don't remember if it was actually All-Stars or if it was, like, I know Second Chance she was in the running, right? And then, like, had to back out.
Really, guys?
But I would like Kelly Goldsmith, though. Yeah, Heroes vs. Villains, yeah. Yeah, Helen Glover would be on there, especially if you can't have Kathy or, like, a Tina or, like, these other people that are very clearly in our archetype. Helen Glover's, like, a lock at that point. Oh, fuck, are we getting a lot of Thailand people? Are we getting fucking, like, Clay Jordan on there? Like, is that the path that we're going on? Vesepia. I don't think they wanted Vesepia in general. Nalia, I think, would have been on there if we're doing this idea, but I don't think they would have ever asked Vesepia. Because they just don't like Vesepia for whatever reason. Did they call her? Actually, I feel like for original All-Stars, they probably did call her. But I don't think they were ever actually putting her on, though.
Out of the way.
But Sean would be on there, though. Under these circumstances. Fuck, I keep on doing that. I keep on wasting the thing. Oh, yeah, that's something... Well, I guess we should finish talking about this before I move on. Oh, yeah, John Carroll would also be would be a fun one. I don't know. Like I get the sense that production does not like John Carroll. Because I don't like. Has John ever even been asked? Like I don't even think John's been asked to come back. Which is the really questionable thing there. Yeah, Gina Cruz would be interesting. I'm actually surprised she wasn't more so in the running for the original All Stars.
Thanks to you.
Considering how much like Jeff. Well, I mean, thinking Jeff was like not really in production at that point, but like
Not too much, no. But
even
hey,
like you could tell production liked her. I mean, she got the most confessionals of a. She still holds the record for most confessionals from a pre-merge boot.
just now. Huh?
So
You forget how to
yeah,
use
Matthew Van
your
Herfelt would be interesting.
Or are you trying to get your buddy killed? Higashi's screwed if Hummer
Yeah, it
finds
is
out he's
funny
helping us.
that he was the fan favorite for Amazon. Because there were like actual polls going on, and like he was number one on all the polls,
What can I
which is
say?
hilarious.
I'm a professional.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, like who else from season? I mean, season 6 only had like Jenna and Rob, right? And even to this day, they're the only two returnees, right?
I
So
really don't have much for you today.
yeah, I mean, you can get like Dina. Yeah, especially like again, like without like the casting of like Sue Hawk or I don't know, some of these that are like middle-aged women. Like I feel like yeah, you can get Dina on there. Even Alex, I don't think would be the worst person in the world in these circumstances.
Did you know
Christy,
Hummer
like I
estimated?
personally don't feel like we need to
He's
see
been out of
Christy
the
again.
office
Heidi, I mean Heidi said no,
Not
so
even the cops
that's the thing
can
about
find the
Heidi.
guy.
Yeah, Higashi told us as much.
Like supposedly they wanted Heidi,
You
and
charging us for this old news? I'm starting to wonder.
Heidi said no.
Okay.
Um,
okay, fine. You want
I mean, like
answers?
Pearl Islands is
Go
tough
ahead
because like it was
and
obviously back to back.
Everything's on the house for tonight.
So like I don't like the thing that I don't understand. Like, did they ask fair play? I assume no, right?
Sounds good to me. Let me think.
Because like fair play was like upset he was on All Stars, right? And to be fair, like based on like when the season was filming, it makes sense considering like fair play was a nobody at that time. Like it wasn't until because like they started filming before the mutiny, right? Aired. So it's like fair play hadn't become like what he is now. Like he was just this kind of like douchey like figure, but like he didn't have the grandma lie. He didn't have him like flipping back and forth in the game and like all that stuff. I don't know what I'm doing
How's
here.
Kamurocho seem to you lately?
So
Tense.
yeah, I think it would have been interesting to see if like maybe they would have asked him if it was like later,
Or wear a straight bullet.
and like they saw the reaction to fair play and everything.
Our killer's only gone for Yakuza so far.
Again, Sandra said no because she was sick
Gunfights,
still from
murder
Pearl
on the
Islands.
loose. This city's a mess.
Burton, maybe they'll get Burton.
You got that right. By the way, Amara might.
Dara, maybe they. I mean, like Dara's so weird because like they were very like sexualized Dara over the course of the show to the point where like even on All Stars they're like talking about Dara in the shower and everything, right? Wasn't that a thing? And they keep on like showing clips of her in the shower. Well, I thought we said T-Bird. Yeah, Lex remembers Dara.
Just wondering.
Yeah, so I just find it weird how like they always portrayed her, and like they gave her almost no content. Like she has the least amount of confessionals of any of the people that made the merge on that season,
That's the
right?
pot calling the kettle black, or the kettle calling the pot black, whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
guess so.
Oh, Tawana, we're talking about. Should be interesting. I don't know if she's definitely not a lock by any means, but I wouldn't be opposed to a Tawana return. I don't know if they would have asked her though at the time.
How are things in the Matsugane family?
Well, you.
I don't know
already
who.
about
I'm
the
thinking like
shit.
they would like at the time they would need their like
Cops
token
running
black
the show.
woman, I guess, right?
So, yeah, they've been pretty quiet.
Actually, did All Stars have a black woman? Wait, actually, who's the diversity in All Stars? I don't even remember anymore. Oh yeah, Alicia. And you got Sheehan also. But either way, yeah. So I think I don't know. Maybe if there's like no other real option, I guess they would go with Tawana because I don't think Tawana's like a nothing like I don't think she's like someone that like would never
Why are the
be considered to come back if we're like taking from this casting pool. Again, like nowadays, like Tawana has no shot coming back. But if we're like immediately after the season, like
Tojo? They
it
couldn't
would
have
be out of the
numbers
realm
for that.
possibility.
True. Compared to the Tojo's 25,000.
Yeah, I feel like she'd be
Most.
one of the more likely, unless they go like all the way back to
Amaracho's not exactly the
Ramona from just because she's from Borneo.
Stand a chance.
And yet
But,
they've been
yeah.
here almost 2 years now. Crazy when you think about it. Even the cops put money on the Tojo clan, crushing them into dust.
So, what's the holdup then?
But yeah, either way, yeah. So
Kyorei has
again,
the
like I think it would be a
backing
fun
of the
video idea to put
Kajihiro
together.
In
Um,
other words,
it'd be a weird cast though.
Kajihira.
I guess in this situation we're having Vesepia on the
Yep.
cast though, aren't we?
And one of his subsidiaries is the perfect Kyorei.
We'd have
cousin.
Vesepia, Sean. I mean, I don't know. Like I don't know if like Tawana's like not.
Yeah.
Actually, like how much screen time did Tawana get? I don't even remember. I think she got like an okay amount, right? Like I think Tawana's actually like a decent player in that season. Like I think if I were to do a player ranking, she would probably be like, I don't know, would she be higher than her placement? She might be around her placement. But I like concerning like how the original Morgan tribe was laid out. Like she was kind of in the middle, and like she was very close to Savage and Austin. So I don't know. Like it would have been an interesting end game if Morgan had gone to the end there. She got 20. According to my count here, she has 29 confessionals, which is still pretty strong. Like again, like considering she doesn't have any like real standout moment, I think that's still solid. I mean, she has one confessional less than Krista, and actually had more confessionals
Probably so he can
in her
expand
boot
the
episode, like coming out of her boot episode
Real
than
money's
Krista
out
did.
here anyway. From what I
More than
hear,
Rhino.
He's got some big redevelopment plans.
I forgot Rhino got such
What kind
like
of
a
plans are we
mediocre
talking?
edit.
Not a clue.
Yeah, Dara got 13 confessionals
But if
in
they're coming
14
from Kansai
episodes.
to do it,
Is she the first person with less than one average? I think Zoe might have less. Yeah, Zoe has less, but
Like what?
yeah, she is the only the
Franchise.
second person
laying the political
in
groundwork.
Survivor
The
history
Kyorei
to
is
have
handling
less
all
than
that
a
shit for Kajihira.
one confessional per episode
Please.
average.
That's the word on the street.
Yeah.
It's actually hilarious how bad
These rumors
Zoe's
years
edit
ago
was.
a ton of good-
Zoe got 5 confessionals
What I
in
know for sure
9
is
episodes.
that the Kajihira
So,
CEO
that's
has been
something.
up in
Again, this is
Tokyo
old
a
school
lot
Survivor where like
lately.
almost the entire fucking
Choosing
season was told through
politicians,
confessional.
Government officials, even Kazumi, the head of the Ministry of Health.
Why would a construction guy be talking to someone from the health ministry? What's the connection?
Beats me.
Should be higher than the
Kyorei
returning
hired
outcast.
here just for Yakuza shit. It's way
Actually, how
more
much? Yeah, I didn't actually look this up. I should open this again. I think Burton and Lil both got a good amount of screen time, especially by the end of it. I think Burton wasn't like super prominent before his boot, but I think when he came back, he got a lot. Yeah, like Burton like had a very small first 3 episodes. He had a big boot episode, and then he disappears. Obviously, then like he comes back, and then he's like all over the place. And then Lil's a bit rockier. Looks like she's on and off in terms of screen time. She ends up getting 50 confessionals though by the finale, which Sandra had 54. So I mean, that's not too bad for someone that was missing from 4 episodes. Like same thing. Burton had 46 by the end,
All right.
despite missing 3 episodes.
Ready? You're a busy boy.
Yeah. Kaito-san?
Yeah, Chelsea from Ghost Island had 4.
Yagami and Kaito, yes.
Actually, did she even get 4? Let's look this up.
Tokyo Police.
Somehow remember Zoe. I remember Zoe because, I mean, to be fair, I just watched Marquesas. But even before that, I remember Zoe for being, like, so wrong on, like, everything. Chelsea did have 4. Okay. Actually, it's funny. She literally has only 1 confession. Like, she has either 0 or 1 confessionals the entire season. Like, she never has an episode with more than 1 confessional.
I have you to thank.
And Ghost Island's such a weirdly edited season,
And I see
where
you too, Ayabe.
Jacob Derwin actually ends up in the top half of confessional getters,
Great to see you.
despite the fact that he's obviously booted in what is technically the premiere episode.
Doing the same.
Like, that's just kind of hilarious.
Old me? I don't
where like Jacob Derwin gets the same amount of confessionals as Angela, who got 4th place, and got more confessionals than Sebastian.
The Okubo case. You let that murderer get off scot-free.
Actually, this is funny. I didn't realize this. Out of the entire people that made the post-merge, Jacob Derwin has more confessionals than everyone there but Dominic, Wendell, Laurel, Donathan, Kellen, Michael, and Chris Noble. So it's like Sebastian, Jenna, Desiree, Libby, Chelsea, like all have less confessionals than Jacob Derwin. Yeah, Hope has a low average too. Because she only had 1 confessional, right? In 3 episodes? Like she only had a confessional in her boot episode? Yeah.
You good, Talk?
Yeah.
Actually, that's hilarious. I forgot how bad Brenda's edit was. Where she had 1 confessional in the premiere in Caramoan and had 0 confessionals for 8 episodes. Like, it wasn't until the Philip boot that she gets 1 confessional.
Keep an eye on us.
Hope not. I don't need that guy breathing down our necks.
Yet somehow she ends up not too far away from Eric Reichenbach
Something's bugging me about
in terms of total confessionals. Actually, where are we at in terms of confessionals for this season? Oh, Shan's ahead by a lot.
I just thought they were here.
Yeah, Shan's at 36, where second is Evie at 23. This is also insane about Evie. This is something I think I failed to mention. Oh no, I think I did mention this in my mid-season power. I don't remember anymore. To be honest, I will say that mid-season power ranking, I think I would bump Evie down a spot in retrospect. But anyway, Evie had 19 confessionals after episode 2. Yeah, at this point, after episode 6, is only at 23. That means she's only gotten 4 confessionals in the last 4 episodes, despite having 19 confessionals in the first few, which is kind of insane. Deshawn and Tiffany are tied for 3rd most confessionals, which is interesting considering, I don't feel like... it's weird that Deshawn is getting so much content when, I don't feel like we know much about Deshawn outside what we learned from him in episode 2. It feels like a lot of the rest of his content's, kind of just very, meh. Was that one confessional talking about Cochran's sunburn? I mean, she was on the other tribes. I mean, that'd be weird if that was her one confessional. Because also it was in her boot episode. Cochran's sunburn was in the premiere, right? Oh, are we talking about Brenda? Oh, yeah. We're talking about Brenda. Yeah, that makes more sense then. Yeah.
This again?
Yes, that's Survivor editing for you.
Hey, Talk. We're getting close.
Especially when it comes to people that aren't super important to the course of the season.
Bust out the drone. See what our old friend Murase's up to?
Yeah, who was the lead? So, Heather. Heather's the least in this year, then Erica. Yeah, I mean, really, it's like a big middle this season, where it's you have, again, Shan at the top by a lot, Evie is a step below, is a decent amount below, and then, Deshawn and Tiffany are a step below that. And at the very bottom, you have Heather way, way down, Nasir and Erica, a step above her, and then you have a big middle section of people with 15 or 14 confessionals, where you have Danny, Xander, Liana, Sydney, and Ricard, who are all, kind of in the same spot. Realistically, outside of Heather, this season's been mostly balanced in terms of its editing. Obviously Shan is way ahead, but Shan's way ahead because she kind of has to be, considering how important she. And this is the thing too. I think I'll be honest. I feel like I should have gone a bit more in depth with Shan, where I don't feel like I talked as much exactly about what the different, specifically around what the difference is between Shan and Tiffany. In terms of their edits. But I do think with Shan... Where am I going? But I do think with Shan, a lot of her content, to me, feels like it's content that she would have gotten no matter what. That it's okay, it is here. Oh, is it here? Oh, it's up? But it feels like it's content that needs to be there. Because of how the season actually plays out. Well, I feel like Tiffany, while she's gotten similar sort of content, I feel like Tiffany's content's been more so to prop her up, more so than it's been things that needed to be shown. Where am I going? Is it one more floor up? It's not that. This isn't. Wait, is this it? Oh, this is it.
All right, it's spy time.
Okay, I'll
Wait, are we doing
this
this again?
You keep watch on anyone coming in or out.
Whatever. How far in the stream are we? Fuck me, we're not even an hour and a half in the stream. Fuck me. Okay, I'll be honest. Like, again, like I said this at the very beginning of the stream, but I don't think I'm going to be streaming for too long. I think maybe another hour, but this won't be a long stream here. As a drone, right? And we're doing this again. Yeah, I will probably what the fuck? Will it not lock on? No? Oh, there. Okay. No, not that. But yeah, I will probably stream some speedruns tomorrow. Again, like obviously it's not the same as this. I won't be talking to chat as much, but I'll probably be back tomorrow doing that. Hopefully, I mean, we'll see.
Right where I expected.
Yeah, we'll see how tomorrow plays out. But I would like to at least one of the next 2 days do that, and then we'll obviously be back on Wednesday for post-Survivor stuff.
Point being?
You just finished Survivor UK Pulau Tika. How was that?
Hands up.
Again, like it's better than Panama, but it's still like not great. But it's an interesting season for the time, though. Like considering that this was a season that,
You know,
I forgot. Was it after?
died at our
It was
hands.
after Australia, right?
Always knew we'd get some
After
Tokyo
Australian
boys
Outback.
sent over here.
But I think it was filmed
You see,
before
we've been expecting guests
Australian
this whole
Outback.
time.
I don't remember. But either way, like considering like the time and everything, it's an interesting season for like. There's definitely people that like play.
You're the ideas guy, aren't you?
Like kind of in the first of their like it's like Charlotte plays a very like Danny Boatwright-esque game, and like this is obviously years before Danny Boatwright. Yeah, I know it was filmed for sure after Borneo, but I forgot if it was.
Noisy, huh?
I think it was filmed before the airing of Australian Outback, right? I think. But I think it was like filmed around the same time.
This guy.
Anyway,
Oh, is that
yeah, I mean like Richard is a very strategically savvy player there. You have like James trying to create this like plan to mess with the tiebreaker rules and all that stuff. Like there's definitely yeah, Final Four is like there's a direct comparison to make with Guatemala.
the Curie clan's captain, huh? Hikashi mentioned.
But again, this is like what full like 6 years before Guatemala, 5 or 6 years. So
I've got some burning hot questions to ask him.
what theme would I want Survivor 50 to be? Probably Legends or like something close to that. Again, like we can't have Winners at War 2 yet. It's too early or something like that. So I think like again some sort of Legends season. Even like Heroes vs Villains 2 wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to me. But I feel like it has to be a season that allows for the return of some really big players. Like I'll be pretty mind blown if like if we don't see like Suri on Survivor 50 or
Fair enough.
I don't know, like who's realistically going to be on Survivor 50? Because like I feel like Boston Rob Parvati probably not, right, for them. Like I don't feel like we're getting on that level. I feel like Sandra could return if they would like be willing to bring her back again. What is going on there? Okay. Like what are the like really big names? I don't know, like would they want Tony? Like I don't think I would want Tony back for 50. Oh yeah, I love that moment too. Yeah, where oh fuck, I'm not even paying attention again. But yeah, like, where James tells the host to stop asking dumb questions. Where like the host is like clearly trying to pin a target on him for him messing up the challenge. Yeah, I love, like, James is a great character there. Like, even just James, who's, like, not even, like, realistically, like, he's not that great of a character. He's better than any person that's on UK Panama. Oh, fuck off. Okay, I guess I probably should use, an item here. I don't think it really matters, does it? At least 5. Yeah, Sandra, I mean, like, the question with Sandra is, like, more so, it's like a double-edged thing of, like, does Sandra want to return to Survivor US, which I think she would. But, there's been, like, some hesitancies there, and then also it's, like, I guess if you're doing a Legends, like, you have to have Sandra, right? I feel like if you're doing Legends, you have to have her. So, I guess, yeah, Sandra, maybe, like, a Malcolm. Like, I don't know if he's, like, really a legend, but I think he's close enough, and he's someone that, like, would probably be willing to come back, and, like I think that's probably a good spot for him. I mean, this is getting too much like Game Changers, but, I mean, to be honest, like, Sierra wouldn't be the worst pick in the world for Legends. I don't know. Yeah, like, who did I put on my Legends? I don't even remember anymore.
Yakuza don't fuck around.
Let's look this up. Mind you, like, my original Legends was pre even 39, right? It's like that was a while back. And I think that was under the context of, like, 40, wasn't it? I don't remember exactly how I made the video, but I think I did it, like, with this being, like, obviously we knew Winners at War was coming, but if, like, 40 wasn't Winners at War, this is who I think should be cast. Yeah, I had Andrea, Ben, Coach, Brad Culpepper. Well, again, this is a realistic cast, so I guess, yeah, okay. Sierra, Suri, Colby, Danny, Dominic, Jerry, Cass. Cass isn't even that realistic. I don't know why I put Cass on there. Malcolm, Natalie, Parvati, Rupert, Wendell, Tony, Ty, Steph.
Guys, what the hell were you thinking
Sandra.
coming here?
Yeah, I mean, what I put in Dreamcast?
What?
Amanda, Coach, Suri, Colby, Jeremy, Jerry, Fairplay, Kathy. I think you mix these two casts together, and I think we're getting closer to what it should be.
Who's your friend?
I didn't put Rupert on Legends on my Dreamcast.
Sugiura. Fumiya Sugiura.
Actually, it is funny, like, the difference in quality of the cast between the realistic one and the Dreamcast.
That mask.
Tyson, yeah, Tyson would be interesting. Did I put? Actually, I didn't put Tyson on either of them, did I?
It is.
But yeah, I think Tyson would definitely be. Yeah, I think he's a realistic person to come back for 50. Kathy, I don't think Kathy made my dream cast.
No,
and to be honest, I don't even know if, like, she really should have made. But, like, I don't think Kathy's coming back. It would be hard to get her back on the show. Yeah, Danielle De Lorenzo was in the running for 40. She was actually in the running for 38 as well, which is funny. Is that she was I forgot, was she an alternate, or was she was like something for Edge of Extinction, where, like, she was in the running, which was weird. Yeah, I would love to see Yule return. I just don't think it's realistic. I would be surprised to see Yule come back
I noticed some accounting data
at this point, which
they were cooking the books.
yeah, like, I would really like to see it.
Turns out the
But
top guys were making a slush fund. They stashed away millions, writing it all up.
because, like, I think Winners at War, he kind of gets shafted a bit. I mean, yeah, he, like, technically he did get, like, he got, like, eliminated for, like, in-game reasons and stuff, but, like, there's definitely a lot of he got very unlucky with who he got swapped with, to where he got swapped with all of his allies, to where by the time they go to that second tribal, it's like he's kind of just screwed over. Ethan, I don't think Ethan would say yes. I think I legitimately see Ethan being done. Like, I think there's more of a chance of Yule returning to me than Ethan.
Be able to get
But,
back at the bastards who cheated me.
yeah, I mean, like, because, like, Ethan's someone that I think he wanted to return,
I've been keeping watch over there for a
due
while.
to, like, him having, like, survived
I even
cancer
saw
and
you
him
break
wanting
in
to,
and
like,
beat the crap
live
out
out,
of Arase.
that, like, fantasy of him
Assuming all
returning to
that's
Survivor
true, why
afterwards.
did you
I feel like
risk
at this point he seems content.
Remember when you asked to team up, Yagami-san?
And, like, I don't know, I feel like I would be surprised to see him back. But,
Pretty good deal.
oh yeah, Adam for
Must be
sure
really
is
putting our heads
back
together
whenever
for a
they
while.
call him.
Me and the Yagami detective.
Like, I think Adam's one of these people that, like, says yes every time.
Especially you, Kaito-san.
Like I said this before, it's like if
No matter
if
how
he's
many
still
Yakuza
going on
come
a
to take me
season
down,
where, like, his
you always have it in.
mother is essentially
It's
on her
incredible.
deathbed, it's like
What
he's
can I
gonna be
say?
on any season. Like,
gotta
he's essentially
decide.
saying yes every time, I feel
Don't
like.
let it go to your head.
Michelle, yeah, Michelle would
You guys
like.
please take this shit
I'm a
elsewhere.
bit, like, unsure on how much they really want Michelle back,
So,
but
what do you say?
I think if we're doing Survivor 50,
saying
then
we
yeah,
gotta keep
I
best
think
buddies,
Michelle would probably be
but
on
we can
that.
at least give
I don't
each
know,
other
but
a
the thing
hand.
is that you can't really stack it too heavily
You
to
want
Winners
your
at
role?
War. And that
I
was, like,
want
kind of my
your
issue with
We might not be after the same thing.
I forgot which
but
casting video it
there's a lot
was.
of overlap.
But
How can I get
yeah,
in
like, there's
touch?
definitely a lot of Winners at War people that could come back for, like, Survivor 50, but you can't put that many people. Yeah, I have no doubt Michelle would go on Survivor. I think it's more so a question of, does production
Roll,
want
remember?
Michelle back?
Not like I had to hack it or anything.
Because, like, even though I think they're definitely hiring Michelle after Winners at War, I still don't think that she's like
Kids these days.
like a person that they would bring back at any opportunity. Like, I think it has to be like a specific sort of theme. But I do think Survivor 50, like, Legends, I feel like that would probably be it. And yeah, I think Natalie's more of a lock to return to me than Michelle is to Survivor. What is going on? I'm, like, stuck. Okay, there we go. Kelly, which Kelly? Kelly Wentworth? I think that one's more of a question of, does she want to come back?
Scratch his back.
Because she has said numerous times that she is done with Survivor. So I think really it's a question of, is, like, the appeal of this being Survivor 50 enough to get Kelly Wentworth back? And to be honest, I don't think it is. But who knows? She could say yes. I would love to see it. Yeah, I really like Kelly Wentworth. And I think she played her best game the last season that she played. So I would like to see her continue to get better. Wait, what just happened? What the fuck just happened? Like, did you literally just, like, throw the thing from, like, super far away? Whatever. I want to see the War Dog return. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it, but, like, I don't think it's for Survivor 50. I mean, like, to be fair, he could. Like, it's not out of the realm of possibility, but, like, for how I want Survivor 50 to go, I should say, I don't think War Dog should be on it. Yeah, Second Chance 2, like, fine. That's fine. I mean, to be honest, like, yeah, and yes, how Ricard is Ricard a good player? Like, I think Ricard and War Dog might be, like, kind of similar players. I think Ricard seems still more socially able than War Dog, where, like, War Dog just seems like an abrasive, like, dick, but he's just, like, really good at understanding people's incentives and really gets the game strategically. But I think Ricard's, like, kind of on that level too. Where again, like, Ricard seems to be a very good strategic thinker, but I think he is lacking socially, which is, like, kind of weird because, like, coming into the season, I was, like, thinking he was going to be very good socially, and that's why I picked him. But, like, it kind of turns out he's not. Like, it kind of turns out that he really was, like, kind of carried by Shan's social game, to where by Shan being so closely tied to Ricard, the other people didn't go for Ricard because they didn't want to lose their relationship with Shan. Where is this that I'm going to? Oh, Tender. Fuck. Okay. It's around here. Yeah, people have said that, yeah, he would have been voted out if he wasn't close to Shan. What the fuck was that? Like, what, Jeannie and Brad have both said that, right? So yeah, like, that's the thing. Like, I think Ricard seems to be a very good strategic thinker. He's the person that is able to create these plans that Shan is able to execute on. But it's like if it was only him like, I feel like Shan is clearly the better player of the two. In terms of, I think Shan is more likely to do well on her own than Ricard is. Do I think Chris Underwood and Victoria are likely to be on the challenge? Probably not at this point. I don't know. I mean, like, I guess they still, like, they could ask them again. Like, wasn't Victoria asked? I don't remember anymore. Like, I feel like I have, like, some of these people in my mind of, like, oh, they were asked for a challenge, but, like, not actually confirmed by anything. Yeah, like, they asked Amber. Yeah, that's why I'm, like, saying, like, I mean, I guess it's not the possibility they go back further. I mean, they asked Parvati. I mean, yeah, so it's like, I mean, I don't know, but I still don't think Victoria seems to be, like, a super high priority. And Chris Underwood, like, also, like, I feel like there's just better people to get. Like, no offense to Chris Underwood, but it's like, I don't think he's, like, the most riveting TV. Julia was asked. Yeah, it wouldn't be surprising. I'm trying, like, when was the time that they, like, started getting people? I guess, like, Millennials was Gen X, right? Was, like, when they started calling people. And because, like, Millennials was Gen X, we obviously had Jay, and then, like, Michaela was asked, and Zeke was asked, and, like, some other people. And HHH, we know, like, Cole was in the running.
Hey.
And then, yeah, 36. Actually, was there anyone for 36? No, right? No one that made it on, at least. But, like, Wendell has obviously been, like, someone that's been rumored for a while. We'll join in, why not? Oh, fuck. Side. Okay. Well, maybe I didn't want to do this. What do you think of War Dog preseason? To us, I don't remember. Again, like, this is obviously before I did my preseason videos. Which I don't get why I didn't. Because, like, I literally started the channel right before Edge of Extinction, so I don't know why I never got around doing an Edge of Extinction cast assessment, but whatever. Yeah, my winner pick for that season was fucking Aubrey. So that obviously turned out well. I remember I was high on Eric in the preseason. I remember that was a thing. Yeah, who else was I high on Edge of Extinction? I don't think I was particularly high on Lauren. Not that I was, like, low on Lauren, but, like, wait, where it is. But, like, she wasn't, like, a top contender for me at the time. I thought Kelly Wentworth had a big target on her back. David had a big target on his back. Again, Joe's Joe. Gavin. I think I was, like, okay on Gavin, but again, like, I felt like I felt more confident in... I think Eric was my, like...
What
the guy I was expecting to do well in the preseason. But again, I went with Aubrey. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, James was asked for a challenge, and yeah, Michael Yerger and Libby. Not surprising. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I was pretty low on War Dog. Where I thought he was going to be like a fun character, but I didn't think he was going to be a good player. Actually, I think I was high on Rick Devens preseason. Where am I? Like, what am I looking for? Our occupation.
Hey.
We did. Wait, did we do this? Oh, we didn't do this. Almost picked Eric. Yeah, I remember. Like, Eric was like pretty universally looked at as like one of the top picks, right, during Edge of Extinction preseason. Which is funny considering he's like now like a very nothing character. Like, he's probably one of the most forgettable people from the season. What I think of as a player, I think he's fine. Like, he's kind of one of these typical early merge boots that like had a lot of power early on in the season, but then becomes like a big target at the merge and taken out pretty soon afterwards. He did seem to have a core 3 with him, Ron, and Julie, and then he also had Gavin on the side, but wasn't able to keep Gavin on his side, and yeah. Again, like, I think he's a competent player, but I don't know where he would be. Like, if I were to do an Edge of Extinction player ranking, I don't know exactly where he'll be. Wasn't Eric also, like, a big Edge, like, pick after the premiere? I feel like I remember that, too. What was the first Survivor episode I watched? First one I watched, well, again, like, I watched it when I was a kid, when, like, I remember the Borneo finale, like, I remember elements of the Borneo finale, when, again, that aired when I was, like, what, 5? I just turned 5, right? Something like that. And then, what was it? Pearl Island. Oh, okay. I thought this was the past. The Jenna and Heidi moment at the merge in the Amazon is like the next memory I have of Survivor. So that's something. But then like Pearl Islands, I have full memory of watching when I was a kid, and then All Stars, I have full memory of, and then I don't think I watched Vanuatu, but I think I like tuned in here and there to Palau, because I do remember Tom Westman in like, and I remember the final immunity challenge, but after that I stopped watching for a while, and like I continued to watch Big Brother, but like for some reason I just stopped watching Survivor until it was the finale. I think it was the finale of BB14 where Survivor and Big Brother were on back to back. So I was like, fuck it, let's get back. And like at that point, I got big into Big Brother, where I started watching feeds and all that sort of stuff. So I was like, you know, fuck it, let's try watching Survivor again. And it was the premiere of Survivor Philippines was when I got back into Survivor, which was luckily a good point in Survivor. It's so weird. Like, I wonder what would happen, because like I did consider going back. I like South Pacific, but I remember that was actually a point the previous year where I was thinking like, okay, I'll start watching during the premiere of South Pacific, but then I just missed it and didn't get around to it. But it would have been interesting if that would have been the first one I watched. Yeah, so Philippines, though, was the first one. Like, since Philippines, I've been watching since then. I did watch it when I was, like, really, really young, but it was a pretty big gap in between there. What's the Survivor UK host name? Lincoln is Australian Survivor, right? Mark, right? Isn't it Mark? Aren't they both named Mark? Isn't that the weird thing with Survivor UK, where like it's two different hosts but they're both named the same thing? Like both have the same name. I think it's Mark, right? Let's look this. I'm looking it up right now. It's taking forever to load for some reason. Yeah, it is Mark. See, I know my Survivor hosts. Your first episode was the Final Six Rock Draw. That's an interesting one to start on. I remember the Rock Draw. Like, it was something that was like really annoying about Survivor previews before Kakayan, is that they would spoil the fucking result for some reason in the preview. Like, they essentially spoiled that they went to rocks in the preview of Blood vs. Water, of like before the episode of Blood vs. Water. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like I don't get what their marketing team was thinking. And they did the same thing with Karamoan during the Philip movie, the Three Amigos. Like, they essentially like kind of spoil. I forgot exactly what, but I think it was that they spoiled that like Malcolm had found an idol.
Yeah.
But either way, it's like, it's so weird that they like, that's a thing that they used to do, was like spoil major elements of the episode like that. Where it's like, now, like, who gives a shit? Like with the, I mean, I guess like they are promoting this next episode with the Erica stuff, but like it's usually just more generic like Survivor stuff. Like, it's not usually like based around like an actual event in the episode. But I don't know. It's weird they used to preview the show like that though. first season was Samoa. That would have been an interesting one. I obviously like Samoa is like usually credited for reviving the show, which isn't even necessarily the case, but in terms of ratings. But obviously, it's like with the with Russell and him also being on Heroes of Villains immediately afterwards. Like, again, like it's obviously credited for bringing in a new audience. So again, if you look at the actual ratings numbers, ratings actually went down for Samoa, which is the funny thing. But I don't know. Maybe it was like a completely new audience. I don't know. Because like you do hear people, like a lot of people say like, oh, I started with Samoa or started with like Heroes vs. Villains or whatever. It's like it's weird that that's the case when you look at like the actual ratings. That's why you never watch previews. Yeah. I think they're better nowadays, though. I don't think they. I don't know. Well, I say that, but they did spoil this. At least the result of the Erica twist with the press photos. But again, that's not like an actual preview, though. And to be fair, they did that last week too, right? Where they spoiled that they were being broken up into teams. Where they spoiled that with the press photos, but whatever. Your friend's mom started Winners at War. Again, like, I can't imagine starting the show Winners at War. Like, what a terrible place to start. Again, not that it's a bad season, but it's like it's so weird that you're starting the show with watching the all-winner season. I feel like it really just, like, lessens the appeal of the season. To be, and you lose so much context. It's like, that's part of what, like, the reason I like, the things that I still like from Winners at War are the things that, like, relate to the entire series. Like, I like all the callbacks that are within it. I like seeing all these winners come back and play again and continue their legacies. It's like, the actual season itself is just kind of but it's like, it's the stuff that connects back to the legacy of the series that makes Winners at War as enjoyable as it is. So I can't imagine watching that as your first season. Started with HHH, went back, David vs. Goliath. I mean, at least, like, HHH, I guess, is, like, a controversial season, but I personally like HHH. And David vs. Goliath is obviously an incredible season. Man, it's so weird to me, though, like, with Winners at War, Winners at War compelled you. I could see that. I could see, like, people getting into it, like, I mean, as bad as IOI is. Like, IOI, Edge of Extinction time, and then, like, they see that Winners at War is coming, and they're like, oh, fuck, I need to watch the entire series. And, like, I could see that being the case. But, like, to actually just straight up start with Winners at War without having watched the rest of the series just feels weird. I really wonder how Winners at War is going to hold up years down the road, too. Because, yeah, that's something I talked about this, I think, last stream, that I did rewatch the first few episodes of Winners at War recently. And it is weird how focused it is on, like, fire tokens, which, like, don't matter anymore. And, like, obviously Edge of Extinction is there, and it's like, it's a lot of things that, like, aren't gonna appear in a lot of these seasons coming up. Like, we know fire tokens are not in 41 or 42. We know Edge of Extinction is not coming back for a very long time, if ever. So it's like, it is gonna be kind of weird, like, how, because, like, I definitely at the time you could tell that it wasn't, like, 40 wasn't meant to, like, necessarily end an era, but more so, like, lead into the next era. Well, now obviously they're talking about, 41 is the start of a new era and all this stuff, and it's like, it very much I don't know, it doesn't feel that way when you're watching 40. And yeah, it will be interesting moving forward to see like, I'm really, like, 40, like, I think 41 will probably be a more influential season in the history of the show than Winners at War ends up being. New winner pick for Big Brother VIP is Josh Kerr. I don't even remember who he is. So, something I did do since the last... So, yeah, I did get caught up on the challenge. I also got all the cast photos for Big Brother VIP, but I still have no clue who this guy is. I did see he's like a content creator, right? I think it said model and content creator, whatever, stuff like that. Oh yeah, he's playing Far Cry 6. Thank God. But yeah, I still don't know who he is. I'm just gonna go with Luke. He's not gonna win, but I'm just gonna go with Luke. Who cares? It's not like I'm taking this winner pick seriously anyway. Probably seen 20 seasons, maybe 15. Yeah, I don't know. Like, obviously there's a lot of people that, like, criticize, like, oh, you're not a super fan if you haven't watched this much or whatever. Like, I don't know. Like, realistically, it doesn't really matter. Oh, wait. Hey, Thanimal. Hey, yeah, that's a bizarre person to show up here. Yeah, I see, you're doing very well in the YouTube world there. You're a big fan of me? Again, I feel like that's just a weird thing to think about. I mean, you're doing incredible on your own. Yeah, I see that. Like, I really don't get how the YouTube algorithm works, but it's so weird that, like, I feel like recently I've had 2 videos that have, like, gotten back to where they're performing decently, but yeah, like, all your YouTube videos do so well. It's, yeah, it's kind of, like, it's weird because, like, that used to be me. Like like a year ago, and then things went downhill. But yeah, again, yeah, it seems like you're doing pretty well out there. And okay, what is going on here? You almost picked the winner for every season this year. You almost picked what? Nicole. Who's Australian? Haley. And, why? I guess we don't. Well, so what? Xavier, I guess. I got Xavier. I'm still like, I'm still surprised that I got Xavier. I don't even know what I'm doing in the game. Where am I going? Here? No. Whatever. But yeah, I mean, like, even then, like, I personally don't look at my content as that good. Like, I personally, like, look at my content as, like, it's more so, like, I just get to express my opinions on things. Like, I don't actually look at it as, like, actual content. I think, like, what you do with Animal is, like, actual, like, YouTube content. Like, again, more so in style of, like, the Peridiums of the world and, like, Idled Out, Once Upon an Island, like, that sort of stuff. Just a fucking idiot going around the circle. Where am I going? What am I doing? I guess I should actually, like, look at what is the thing saying for me to do? Okay. I've got to figure out how to without being caught. Do I use my drone? I'm assuming so, right? Nope. Okay, well, not that way. Whatever. Oh, the Dreamcasting videos? Yeah, again, like, I mean, like, the videos that I do are not unique. Like, definitely people, like, could definitely take these ideas and do other stuff with them. I do think that's, like, one of the things that, like, gave me the audience that I have right now, though. Like, even though it's, like, again, like, I still don't have, like anything in terms of subscribers. Again, like, Peridium has, like, what? Fucking, like, what, 12 times the amount of subscribers I do? More than that? I don't even know. But, it's like, I do think, like, I have done videos on topics that, most people didn't cover, at least at the time that I started the channel. Like, again, like, winter rankings, season rankings, that sort of stuff. And then casting videos and that sort of stuff. But again, like, if more people do them nowadays, like, again, like, I'm sure there's more success to be had from, like, the way that I currently do it, which is still in a very bare bones sort of way. What am I doing? I guess I'm not supposed to be doing this, right? It is insane how much I don't remember this game, despite the fact that it's only been, not even 2 years since I played it. It's not letting me leave this hallway, right? Or this alley. Yeah, you're wearing pictures of Ricard too. Yeah, I'm not feeling great about Ricard at this point. I think in retro, like who's my other contenders? I don't remember anymore. But yeah, I don't think any of my contenders are doing that well, right? I mean, like I remember I was high on Shan, but I don't even think she made a contender on the actual video I did. Because I think I went Danny. Oh, Deshawn. I went Deshawn. I guess Deshawn's probably doing the best. But, yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely didn't have the greatest winner contenders this time. What am I doing? How would Yagami do on Survivor, Big Brother? I don't know. I mean, like, I feel like he'll do okay, right? I mean, he's a charismatic guy. Am I going here? No, right? What am I doing? Like, I legitimately just don't know what I'm doing. Wait, where'd she go? Again, that's what I get. Yeah, I know I had Deshawn as the top contender now, but whatever. I guess I'm actually going to have to look this up because I'm a fucking idiot. Again, that's what I get for not paying attention in these streams. Let's see. Find Mari's secret. Enter the casino. Enter the casino. Where the fuck's the casino? This isn't it, right? Here? No. Again, this is the premium content you get from watching my streams. Where's the casino? Again, it won't let me leave this, like, small area. What do you mean, like, enter the casino? Oh, is it this? This? There we go. There we go, maybe? No, that's not it. Whatever. Yeah, I think Deshawn's fire-making loser. Again, what was it, episode 2? That we get him trying to make the fire and he couldn't do it, and then he goes and tells people, I think it was Erica, right? That he says if you need someone to go against fire with, pick me. Which, yeah, I mean, I don't know if they're that blatant though. That's the thing that makes me question it. Is because like we had like I mentioned this in the video of Devin, but like even beyond that, I remember Lauren O'Connell got so many mentions of her talking about fire, and then like it just leads to nothing. So like, and because like she gets booted at Final 5. Like before the fire making challenge, so I don't know if like again realistically it could go nowhere, but again that's my current guess, and like I feel like it would make sense if he gets that far. Again, he gets like him getting all the content he has gotten. Would make is this? Okay, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Oh my god, how am I this much of an idiot? You want Deshawn to win so badly? I'm kind of like okay on Deshawn. I don't really have someone that, like, I really want to win from this season. Like, I'm kind of fine with anyone. And maybe, like, at this point, like, a Heather win would be, like, what the fuck? But, outside of that, I would kind of be okay with, most people winning. Like, even Sydney would be, like, kind of a weird one, but, like, at least it wouldn't be, like, out of, like, it wouldn't feel out of nowhere. Because like she's at least gotten like consistent content, but then I feel like from a casual standpoint it would feel out of nowhere. Let's see, head downstairs. Wait, am I supposed to put on disguise? Wait, am I in? Again, what am I doing? Wait, is it items? Oh. Fuck me. Whatever. It's fine. I just wasted, what, like 10 minutes on that? Okay, it's fine. Whatever. Yeah, I feel like everyone would be, I feel like no one on this cast would be, a dissatisfying winner outside of Heather. Again, Nasir, I don't think it's likely, but I would really like to see him win. Like, Erica seems like a fun player. Again, like I just wish she got more content. And Evie, again, I mean, Evie is also like I kind of regret. I should have had Evie lower because I had her 4 on my power rankings. I think in retrospect, I would have probably bumped her down to 5 because at least that way, like her and Xander are kind of back to back, and they're kind of going along with the like Yasa people that I don't necessarily think are going to win, but are still there because like I do think a Yasa person's probably going to win based on the edit. Again, like at this point, like I'm pretty confident it's Tiffany. Like even though like obviously I had like Liana and Shan and like close, like for me, like Tiffany is like pretty far ahead. Like I would be, I mean, I get like again things can go wrong. Obviously, like it's not like it's 100% locked in. Like, but like I would actually give like probably like 70% chance Tiffany wins the game for me. Okay. Well, this is not great. I just feel like everyone else has like such massive holes, while like Tiffany has like holes, but like at least her holes can be explained. And like in not a way that like feels like we're like stretching to make her the winner, for me at least. So I'm fully on board I'm the Tiffany bandwagon at this point in terms of Edgic. Hey Ja. Who had the worst edit, Heather or Gerard? Or Gerald? I think I'm Heather, right? I'm well, actually no, because like at least Heather has that one, like the challenge moment, right? Well, Gerald like pretty much is nothing. Mind you, I'm pretty sure in the mid-season power ranking, I had Gerald not at the bottom, right? I don't even remember anymore where I had Gerald, but like I'm pretty sure he wasn't at the bottom. So I mean, at least that's something. Wait, where is she? God damn it. Where is she? Not there. Okay, she's over here. I just came back from a Halloween party. You were No Face from Spirited Away. Speaking of that, I always wanted to do I've talked about this in previous streams, so I always wanted to do a Studio Ghibli film ranking. But I would need to rewatch them now. For all we know, Heather is the next Kim Spradlin. I feel like I'm confident enough that she's not going to be. Because, like, even if she was the next Kim Spradlin, I feel like they would have, like, if she was the next Kim Spradlin, they would have portrayed her better. Even if she wasn't the winner. But to be fair, I think to be the Kim Spradlin, you would have to be the winner also. Because, like, was she going to be, like, the next Elle from Australian Survivor 2016? Was someone that was compared to Kim Spradlin at the time. Yeah, Heather or Chelsea. Probably. I don't know. Because like Chelsea did get like moments here and there where she got to talk about her family and everything. But I mean, they're both bad. I mean, to be honest, it's like it's like kind of an arbitrary pick there. Yeah, tomorrow's a Big Brother VIP. Not even tomorrow, really. I mean, like, it's really like, what, like a few hours. I think it airs in Australia.
Isn't that?
Which, yeah, should be interesting. I don't know if I'm as excited as you are, but I'm interested more than anything to see what happens. Like, are we going to get a Boudin episode? I think that's going to be because, like, I think there's 10 episodes, right? They've said. And there's, what, 12 people? But then there's a final 3, so I think that would mean that... Yeah, that's a Boudin episode, right? Yeah, that's a Boudin episode. Because then the finale wouldn't have anyone going home. If Tiffany wins, I'm interested in seeing how Tiffany play. Like, I'm assuming if Tiffany wins, I'm assuming she's going to play a pretty big game from this point forward. I mean, again, the edit has already set up her one non-elimination. Okay. But yeah, the edit has already set up her going for Evie at some point, and also her going for Liana at some point.
Can never be too careful.
Though, to me, that makes me question, like, who is she working with then? Because, yeah, like, I feel like the edit is there for a Tiffany win, but I don't know where her game is actually going to get her that win. So I do question who she's going to end up working with. Because I'm assuming it's not going to be the Black Person Alliance. You would assume. Based on, like, I think we would have had more setup of her wanting to work with Shan in this last episode if that was the case. And then we know that she's wary of Liana, and... Like, I feel like she would have to work with... I mean, again, we're not seeing Evie. There's not really set up for... I mean, like, wouldn't that be funny if it's Sydney? And I'm wrong about Sydney being the merge boo, but, like, it turns out, like, Sydney and Tiffany, like, run the game together. Working as Xander. Yeah, I mean, I think that's where it's going to have to go, but it feels weird, though, considering how much, like, anti-Xander content we've gotten from Tiffany. So, like, that's kind of my thing there. But I feel like, I mean, logically, it does make the most sense is that they become, like, kind of like a power duo moving forward. I mean, then again, like, Tiffany said in this episode that that she doesn't have somebody, she's gonna have to work with everybody, right? So maybe that's, like, the foreshadowing to that. Fuck. Fine. Thank God I'm not again. Imagine if I was speed running Judgment. Like, how fucking terrible would that be? What is the speed? Actually, I want to look this up real quick. Not that this matters at all, but I just want to look up what is the speed run for Judgment. Like, how long is that?
All right. Got it.
What do we got? 5 hours is world record.
Doc.
Yeah, not gonna bother. But by the way, again, I will be back tomorrow, more than likely, to do some more Assassin's Creed speedruns, though most people don't care. Yeah, I really want to get that PB. It's really irritating me now. And actually, something that I think I might do, I definitely want to do this at some point. I just don't know if I want to do it, like, this time, is that I think I'm going to try to... I want to get 5th place on leaderboard. Again, currently I'm 7th. If I get 5th place, I'm the best American in Assassin's Creed Origins. I feel like I'm content with that. Again, being the best in the United States. I feel like that's my my goal there. Obviously, because, like, everyone in the United States cares about Assassin's Creed Origins speedrunning. But still, I would only need to cut. I would need to cut 5 minutes, where there's a difference of 10 minutes in my PB to some of the best. So it's like, it's very much possible. It's just I need to not make a billion mistakes. Yeah, so again, I think I might go for that. I just don't know if I'm going to go for that right away. But I definitely want to get up at least one more spot on the leaderboard before I move on. Yeah, I don't know if Big Brother VIP is going to be on Video Brother. Was the other Australian Survivor or Australian Big Brother on? Let's see. It looks like it, right? Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I would guess it would be. Yeah, they have the original VIP on there. So yeah, I would guess it's gonna be on there eventually. It's just that it's probably not gonna be on there right away. Like I'm sure it would be a bit. Oh yeah, I never talked about that. Fuck, I still haven't talked about this. I watched you season 3 since the last time I streamed. I don't know how I still haven't gotten around to talking about that. Yeah, I mean, it was good. I thought it was pretty good. I think there's a debate for being my favorite season. I mean, like, I think all 3 seasons are kind of around the same spot for me. Where, like, I think they all have their pros and cons. But yeah, I did this season didn't have, like, the big moment that, like, season 2 had at the very end. But I thought it was probably a bit more consistent to me. I did really enjoy it. Again, if this was like earlier in the channel's history, I definitely would be doing some sort of video on it. But I mean, where we're at now, probably not going to bother. I would like to do one at some point, but like it won't be like I won't do a season 3 review. I'll probably like maybe years down the road do like some sort of U series retrospective. Also, I have been playing Life is Strange True Colors since the last time I streamed. About halfway through the game. I'm like about an hour into into chapter 3, and I'm really enjoying that as well. I mean, I really loved episode 1, episode 1. They're called chapters. Who fucking cares? Episode 2 was like kind of but I think I really like the character of Alex. It reminds me of kind of like a modified version of Max Caulfield, and really just a lot of this game like reminds me so much of Life is Strange 1. And yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Obviously, like I don't know exactly where the story is going as of right now. And to be honest, I really don't know where the story is going. Like, I really don't get where this is going. But again, obviously, I'll see eventually. But yeah, I've been enjoying it. I'm probably gonna make a video on it, but not entirely sure how I'm gonna approach that. But whatever. Can I mentally prepare you for Survivor New Zealand, Nicaragua? I mean, just, like, it's gonna be long. Like, it's gonna be bloated. It's not the worst season in the world, though. I mean, like, in comparison to, like, I mean, you just talked about watching all the UK seasons. It's like, there's more going on than in those UK seasons.
I haven't been able to reach Shintani-sensei.
Well,
Keeps going to voicemail.
I guess, actually. Yeah, there definitely are slow points. But it is very long.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
You're kind of neutral on Max as a character. Would you like Alex? I think Alex is a better... Like, if I'm going, like, out of, like, taking out the personal bias and everything, I think Alex is a better character. By a lot, really. Because, like, realistically, like, Max is very one-note. Like, I think Alex is a lot more complex of a character. You already know the final 3? Well, you would also know the final 3 from pretty early on if you watched the season. That's the problem with that season's. The end game in particular is a slog, where there's a point where like it's so clear that that final 3 is going to be the final 3, mainly because Barb kind of just like gives up her game to get that final 3 to be the final 3. And, like, with Redemption Island happening and, like, all that sort of stuff, it really just, like, it takes forever to get there. But, the mid-game's pretty fun, though. Like, there is a fun, like, I would say, like, and even the
the initial tribes aren't the worst thing in the world. Again, it just needs to be better paced. Like, I've talked about this before, that, like, New Zealand Nicaragua, to me, is one that, if it was re-edited, it could be a mid-tier season. Like, all you need to do is... Oh, I forgot Shintani died this week. Yeah, all you need to do is, like, edit it and, like, essentially cut the season in half. And I think you have a really solid season. Like, a solid, like, middle school sort of season. But they just, like, poorly... Like, the way the season is, like, constructed is just so poor that it kind of ruins everything it had going for it. Do I think VIP is going to be better than other Australian? I would hope so. I think it will. Like, personally, I do think it'll be better than the civilian series because it's going to be shorter. Is this the season where half an episode has confessionals? No, that's Australian Survivor 2002. Where... Wait, I think this is what we're talking about. Where, like, Australian Survivor 2002, the premiere, there's not a single confessional until, like, over halfway through the episode. But Survivor New Zealand has a lot of confessionals. Survivor New Zealand and Thailand. It's actually, I believe Avi... I don't remember what the record is now, but I know at the time Avi had the most confessionals of any Survivor player in English language season.
But
I'm looking it up real quick. I'm pretty sure he has like 151 or something like that confessionals.
Have you contacted the police?
Survivor New Zealand coming back? No, it's not.
You should do that right away then.
And I would be surprised if it ever does.
You think you could
I think it's more likely that we get Survivor UK coming back than Survivor New Zealand.
Check things out before the cops show up and take over.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah, Avi has 151 confessionals.
Okay.
Second highest is 123. And then 119 for Tom. Oh, I forgot Shannon was a person. I forgot about that. Like, how much of a decoy winner Shannon is. Again, like, it doesn't matter because you know the final three. But I forgot about that. I barely remember. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely high points to the season, though. It's just not portrayed in the way that... I do think, if I remember right, I think, Haley and George... I think George broke it. I don't know if Haley reached that number. But I think Haley broke the record for a woman, right? But I think George did break it, if I remember correctly. Bring this up real quick. Yeah, he broke it to my count, and I believe my count's like slightly off. Like, my count's like slightly lower than it should be. So yeah, I'm pretty sure George broke it. But to be fair, George also had 4 extra episodes. Yeah, Avi, I'm looking at this right now. Avi had 20 confessionals in episode 15. Had 20 confessionals in episode 17. Episode 16, he had 14 confessionals. So within that 3-episode span, he has 54 confessionals. Like, that's pretty insane. I mean, yeah, actually, if you're looking at his edit, like, he doesn't have, like, his number at the end is really high, but he rarely is the top confessional getter of an episode. Like, he's the top confessional getter episode 2, episode 12, and then 15, 16, 17, and then the finale. But it's like, that's not that much. I mean, like, Shannon, like, gets a similar edit to him for most of the season. And actually has more confessionals than him up until her boot episode. Yeah, like, he's just like kind of like, he's like middle of the road at the beginning except for episode 2, and then like he kind of has a spike after the... Is that after the swap? Oh, it's not even after the swap. Actually, he gets a low... Yeah, he doesn't get as many confessionals after the swap. Either way, it's like... Yeah, his number's really high, but his edit's actually not as, like, ridiculous as you would think it would be. Who's Shannon? I mean, it's the greatest player of all time. I mean, Shannon's just like I don't remember her exact placement because Redemption Island fucks with things, but she was a big player on the season. Like, she ends up being a swing vote during some pretty important rounds. And, like, definitely, like, I think the show is trying to portray her as, like, a decoy winner for part of it, but...
Suspicious.
Wait, I already did that one, right? No, I didn't do that. Okay. No, that's Shannon Elkins. Against Shannon from Survivor New Zealand. I would like to I've talked about this that's something I wanted to do before I started YouTube. Like, I wanted to re-edit Survivor New Zealand Nicaragua to make it a fucking better season. Like that and Survivor South Africa Champions were two seasons that I would have always liked to like re-edit those seasons just to like so they would be better seasons. Because like there are seasons that like could easily be better seasons if they were just cut down, but they just like weren't because they're like lesser seasons. My South Africa Champions is so good, but it could have been like so much better. No. Where's this? There we go. Alright. I think Avi and Lisa are, assuming some of the best winners in International Survivor. I would agree with that. I mean, like, Avi's game is a weird one, though. Oh, fuck, I hit the mic. I'm an idiot. But Avi's game's a weird one, though, because it's, like, it's very determined. Like, I think his game works very well for the cast he's given, but I just don't know if it's one that, would work much in like any given cast. He's like his cast adored him. Like it's kind of similar to like a JT situation where like his cast adored him. But I don't know if that works every time. And even then, even JT had more control, like from like a game standpoint than Avi did. Again, like Avi gets like blindsided at the spoiler alert, I guess. Avi gets blindsided at the Sala vote, and
received a call from the Genda law office.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely points where like Avi's not really in the driver's seat, but it's like there's still people that are giving up their games for him. So it's kind of weird.
Shintani, huh?
Yeah.
His name has been coming up a lot lately.
You're watching my. Are you watching the seasons based on my season ranking order?
You couldn't stand his newfound fame, so you.
So you're watching all the worst seasons first.
I heard you two weren't exactly on good terms.
Do I think I'll ever re-edit the season? Realistically, probably not. But I would love it if like someone was able to at some point.
That's just how cops like you operate.
I would have done it if this was before I started YouTube and all that stuff. Like that definitely feels like something I would have done back in the day, but I just don't have the time now to do that.
You'll have to find somewhere else to stay tonight at the very least.
So far you have Australian Survivor 2002 at number 1. Well, I mean that's certainly something. I'm thinking about like I might actually bump that up above UK Pulau Tiga. But I don't know. Like, Pulau Tiga is definitely a more dynamic game. But, Australian Survivor 2002, like, does have, like, the intrigue of watching Rob. And you also have, like, Katie, who's, like, doing stuff in the end game. Or, really, a mid to end game. Yeah, I think there's more intrigue in Australian Survivor 2002 than I remembered. But again, it's another one of these, like, I just wish it was portrayed better. But that's not necessarily a pacing thing. It's more so, like it's just kind of dull. like with New Zealand, Nicaragua, and with Champions, like both of those are pacing issues, which like you could simply just delete parts of the season and it's a better season. With Australian Summer 2002, like you would need to literally re-edit, like fully re-edit the season, and even then, like it's still a mediocre cast. That kind of harms it, but. Anyway, yeah, I would guess that. I would say that New Zealand, Nicaragua would be your favorite of the bunch. If you're at the point where Australian Summer 2002 is your favorite, I would guess New Zealand, Nicaragua is gonna be better. Sad to see how UK seasons are bottom too. Yeah, but I think that's the way it's gotta be. At least for UK. Again, like I can't imagine how there's a worse season than UK Panama. Like, it would literally blow my mind to see, like, if there ever is a worse season than that. Here's a silly question. Why is Sash go by Sash? I actually don't even know, actually. Yeah, I don't know. Is that just a nickname that he has in real life? Yeah, I generally don't know, actually. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck off. Yeah, did I have New Zealand? I had New Zealand, Nicaragua below South Africa, Malaysia, right? Which, I mean, to be honest, in general, like, I would like to rewatch those early South Africa seasons at this point, because I feel like my memory of them is pretty, like, minimal at this point. I feel like there's some serious potential for both of those seasons, either going up or going down. Okay. Based on, okay. Yeah, I think, like, I just really don't remember much from, especially Malaysia. I feel like Malaysia is, like, one of the seasons I remember the least. Well, like, I remember, like, when I originally watched it, like, I remember I hated Lorette. Like, as a game player and everything. And I really, like, don't actually remember why as much anymore. I mean, like, yeah, I know she was, like, kind of, like, not really playing the game and not really willing to play the game, but, like, I don't actually remember exactly, like, what frustrated me with her so much anymore. So, like, I would like to rewatch this at some point. And, like, to be fair, actually, I don't know what I'm going to do with South Africa anymore with retrospectives. I might actually die here, but I'm not even going to bother using a knife. Okay, no. Okay. That was just me being an idiot. That was literally me being an idiot. Like, I just, like, pushed the pause button, like, a billion times. Whatever, who fucking cares? Doesn't matter. I hate main squeeze. Why is Fabio go by Fabio? It's because, because he looks like Fabio, right? Because, Shan Elkins named him that, right? Because he has the same hair as Fabio. Which, if you don't know who Fabio is, then Fabio is, I don't even know what the fuck Fabio is. Like, he's like, is he a model? I don't even know. Like, I know he was, like, on the cover of a whole bunch of, like, romance novels. Like, back in, like, the 90s or something. But yeah, that's why they go. Colin Fabio. Cowboys won, so Danny's confirmed not to be the merge boot. I don't think Danny is the merge boot. Either way. Like, to be fair, it's not, like, completely off the board, but I feel like Sydney... Like, I think when you have Sydney, Ricard, and Evie there, I feel like those three are all more likely to be... Wait, I'm an idiot. It's right here. I think all three of those are more likely to be the merge boot than Danny. By the way, I'm gonna love when I look like an idiot when Sydney doesn't go home.
But if you're up to it,
but we'll see.
Can you tell us what happened to Shintani?
it's a coincidence that HHH and Ghost Island
Sari-san was having trouble
found.
getting
Yeah,
in
actually,
touch
I
with
never
Shintani.
even thought about that.
So I decided to give him a call myself, see what the deal was. But when I
I obviously, like, I do think it's a coincidence. Like, I don't think it's like, were they like specifically looking for Desirees? Like, did they literally go into like a phone book and like call everyone that was named Desirees? Again, like obviously, like I think it's a coincidence, but it is a funny one. That we never had a Desiree since, and we didn't have one beforehand. Yet for some reason we had 2 in a row.
I'm not so sure. It sounded like he knew something when you talked earlier.
Right.
Yeah, I'm really unsure about what I want to do with Judgment here.
Come on. The mole is
What I really think what I'm going to do is just merge it with my Lost Judgment video.
Probably knew more about
Because initially what I was going to do is do a video pretty much just on Judgment, and then do like talk about the spin-offs also, and do a video just on Lost Judgment. But I'm thinking at this point I might just merge all those. I really just don't feel like it, to be honest, to make these into separate ones.
Maybe to harass
which is a better player? Oh, which one?
Maybe both.
Yagami.
I feel like they're 2 different types of players. Like, I feel like Desiree's definitely, like, Desiree from Ghost Island is definitely a bigger player. Like, she's one that definitely is more active in the game.
Right. I'll do just.
But I feel like she, like, obviously she flips against Kellen where she shouldn't.
I watched over Shintani since his first
Like, she's one that's, like, more prone to making mistakes than Desiree, or than Desi from HHH, who is a lot more passive of a player, but I think is, like, more likely to reach the end game on most seasons.
Even so.
And I think they both have the same amount of win equity, both for, mind you, for different reasons. But again, like, I think Desiree from Ghost Island could win due to her making a lot of moves on the way there, and then the other one can win just due to her being likable and good in challenges. So yeah, I think they're around the same level. I would probably go Desi.
Sure.
From HHH being higher. Just because I like, if we're talking about the games they play in their seasons, I feel like Desi from HHH had less wrong with her game than Desiree from Ghost
I'll
Island.
work a little more before I head home.
If you say so.
But again, like in general as a player, I think they're around the same ballpark.
Good night, boss.
Scared if Cowboys lose, then Danny will coincidentally go to jury. Thing is, are we getting jury? I don't think we're getting jury personally. With this first boot.
Are you going out, Yagami-san?
Yeah.
There's something. It can wait until you get back, though.
Wait, what am I doing? Oh, I have to rest up here? Why am I resting here? Fuck! It's interact. Thank you.
You've been here way
Yeah,
longer.
what was I talking? I don't even remember what I was talking about anymore. Oh yeah, jury. Yeah, I don't think jury's starting this round. Again, like I think we'll start jury at 8, or have an 8-person jury. So start jury at 11. Because I don't think they want to risk a 3-3-3 tie. Where am I supposed to be going? Wait, it says rest. You would think that would be on the count. Wait, what? Wait, what did you just say? Again, I'm not even paying attention to him.
Sure. Well, it's about Shintani.
Oh, okay. I guess that's what I was supposed to do. Why does War Dog go by War Dog? I think he like. That's the name he goes by in real life, right?
You're gonna lay low, but that's not true. Is it? You want to
like I'm pretty sure that was like a thing from even before Survivor. Like I know he's a vet, right? So I'm assuming that's part of it, but again, I don't fully know the exact story. Are UK seasons the only seasons with a random ass girl screaming like an idiot after a child?
I promise.
I'm sure not the only ones, right? Well, that's definitely
he wasn't as strong as he let on.
a common
The
occurrence.
tough guy act was a mask he wore to hide his insecurities. Deep down, he was just weak. That's why he was going along with Hamura.
I don't know why this scene seems ridiculous to me.
I mean, who can say no to a Yakuza? And now look how it turned out. I was sitting right next to him this whole time. Yet there was nothing I could do to help. You know, I'm still young.
But yeah, in terms of the Cowboys, yeah, I mean, in terms of, I really what I should be saying, in terms of sports, like, I actually know, like, nothing about the Cowboys. Outside of the fact that Danny was on the Cowboys at one point.
Which means...
Are you sure about this, Hoshino? Genda-sensei told me to lay low.
Oh, goddamn. Okay. Yeah, I'm checking up on the channel.
If I need to. Now, Yagami-san.
Yeah, so this is my, this is for sure one of my best months ever.
You'll just tell Genda-sensei if I refuse, huh?
Whoa. Yeah. Okay, wait. I'm looking at, like, because, like, the analytics stuff came in from yesterday. Holy shit. I'm looking at this right now. Well, yesterday was my best day ever, CPM wise. That's ridiculous.
That may tell us just that.
So that's something. But actually, I buy like a full $1 too. It's like, what the fuck? So October was a pretty good month. Like really in terms of like every statistic for a channel, especially like after like a lot of mediocrity recently. Yeah, like I'm pretty sure this is the second best month of the year in like almost every stat, like second to January, which was my best month ever.
I managed to take this.
So like views.
Yeah, that's Shintani Sensei, all right.
Like I guess views is actually like
I'm not sure.
I think it's probably like 20,000 off.
Doing before the murder.
Huh?
January.
My bad.
Actually, I want to look at this real quick.
Shintani was up to before he got killed.
I want to look at like actual comparisons between every month. But yeah, I feel like October ended up being a really good month, largely because of this last week. Oh fuck. Do I care about views? Not really. Like, I mean, I do and I don't. It's like, I mean, I do in a general sense from, like, I want the channel to, like, be, like, consistent. But I don't care in the sense that, like, I'm not going to not make a video because of views. I'm not going to make a video solely because of views. But, like, in a realistic world, like, would I want these videos to do well? Yes. But, like, I'm not going to, like, go out of my way to make them do well.
I want to know where it goes.
Who's a better player in BBAU? I'm assuming that first Dan, is that the Dan from AU 2020?
This way we can see who he was.
Yeah, so him.
The killer didn't.
In terms of like an actual player and like I mean, I don't know because like when you talk about BBAU, I think you do have to factor in public vote, and I think Danny was more likely to win a public vote on his season than Dan was. But in terms of like getting himself to the end, I think Dan was the better player. Yeah, fuck. Dan from 2020 was better than Danny.
Hey, the number got a hit in the search. It's apparently for the Advanced Drug Development Center.
What the hell?
What? Do you know it?
I love how like story relations are happening. I really just don't care.
The patient was killed. And their body
yeah, so I'm trying to look this up.
And the man they arrested for it was named Shinpei Okubo.
Okubo.
Yeah, so view-wise...
He was your client.
Yeah, this is my second best month. No, it's not my second best month. It's my third? That's still pretty good. I mean, that's... Yeah, this is my third best month ever, view-wise.
According to the police report, he carried the body out in a bundle of sheets.
Right. And you defended him in court and won. But then he...
So yeah, I mean, that's something, sub-wise, it was, better than most recent ones. I mean, it's still not great. I mean, realistically, it's still not the greatest in the world. Like, it's like, I think 240 something, and like, obviously today's stats aren't,
you should go home. We both need some
in yet, yeah? But for that,
yeah, we can start fresh tomorrow. Where do we want to meet?
Decent based on how things have been going recently. Yeah, revenue is way high, which is ridiculous. Which is not going to be the norm, I can assure you that. But still,
I'll let Kaito-san know.
Yeah.
Again, really weird considering like it's really almost all from the last week. Where before that, the month was just kind of average. Danny was hated. Danny was hated as a football player. We're talking about. Oh no, we're talking about BBAU. I was thinking of Danny from Survivor. I don't think Danny was hated. I think it was hated right away, but I think by the end of the season, like the show was definitely like showing him as this more likable guy. Like if I were to guess, I would say he probably wins against anybody but Marley. Yeah, see you later, Bryce. What's Tiffany going to do in the game to get jury votes? I think she's going to. I think she's going to be integral to both Evie and Liana being booted. Outside of that, though, like at this current point, I think it's kind of tough to say. Again, we've had the setup now of like her being wary of Evie. We've had the setup in the merge episode of like this, like I don't know if rivalry is the right word, but like this like kind of feud with her and her and Liana. So I feel like those are going to lead to her being important in those vote outs. Against Sydney, we already have that rivalry from episode 3, and like if Sydney is the merge boot, I would be surprised if Tiffany isn't a part of that as well. So I feel like that's going to be like the main points that I can say right now, based on the edit there. And to it, I also just hope it is. Because like I want Tiffany, because like I feel like Tiffany's winning based on the edit. I want her to play a good game. Like I think that's like kind of the most depressing thing is like when you know someone is winning from an Edgic standpoint, but like they aren't playing that good of a game. Like that happened with like Michelle Fitzgerald and Co Wrong, where it's like it was so clear edgically that she was winning, but like she just like wasn't playing that well, and it was like kind of annoying to know that she was going to win when she wasn't playing well. Yeah, I think Danny is he's a complex character. I mean, he's definitely someone that like very early on, like he comes off as like really cocky, like douchey sort of guy, but is this even where I'm supposed to be going?
What's up?
But yeah, I think they definitely took the time to try to humanize him as the season went on. Oh my god, I really don't fucking care. Like, come on. Like, I'm really, like, just not enjoying this playthrough, but whatever. Tiff has been very wishy-washy, though. They get strikes. I mean, it could be. But, again, like, I just feel like from an Edgic standpoint, they're allowing Tiffany to... Like, they're essentially backing her up in the things that she's saying. Like, again, like, even the episode 2, which was... wait, is this it? Oh, fuck, that's a lot of money. Oh, I already have one? Wait. Can I... Wait. How's this work again? If I do this, does that do the same thing? It does, right? Alright. But, yeah, episode 2, it's like, that's an episode where she is, like, has a very bad look to her, where she's being called paranoid and everything. But, like, she still gets her way. Like, despite her being, shown in a negative light for wanting to get Voce out, she still gets her way and then gets the credit for that move later on. And then, like, even this Liana scene where, like, she's arguing with Liana, like, she's given the final say on their relationship and where it stands. So it's like, while Liana is also saying, like, very similar things to Tiffany, like, Tiffany's being the one that's, like, supposed to, like, give us the lasting, like, impact of that. Like, she's the one that we're supposed... I think the Ed is trying to make us side with, in that argument there. Oh, it's this guy that we're talking to, right?
Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, I think at this point, like, I feel more confident Tiffany's going to get to the end.
like, I feel like I'm almost 100% sure Tiffany gets to the end. I'll be shocked if Tiffany doesn't get to the end of the game. The win part is the question mark, where, like, I don't think it's a guarantee that she wins, but I think based on the field and based on, like, the edits of all the other players, I think hers is still the best. So I'm still gonna bank on that. Yeah. The SA finale. Mind you, again, like, I think I've kind of recontextualized the way SA presents its seasons since then, though. Where, like, I do feel like I've come to realize that SA doesn't take its time to create a winner's edit, which, like, Survivor US has, like, clearly done in the past. Again, like, for all we know, they're not doing that this season. And they won't be doing that moving forward. But I do feel like, again, I do feel like it is a different circumstance to SA. It is funny, though, that Chappies didn't win in the fucking Nicole one. Like, literally the person... I still don't fucking get how the jury flip-flops so quickly on that, though. But he's getting, like, at the time that... was it Kieran was voted out? Like, they were all talking about how Nicole had no chance. It's like, it's so fucking weird to me. They really flipped just on the fact that, like, Nicole won final immunity and voted out Chappies, which, like, anybody was gonna do, and, like, Anella himself was gonna do if he won final immunity. Like, I really don't fucking get, like, why that actually caused them to change their minds. Because to me, it's like the reasons why they're listing why she won are like things. It's like it's all like oh, she won because she protected Anella at the final 10 or whatever. It's like, I mean, that was like kind of a dumb situation. Where it's like she was being targeted. I mean, we talk about everyone in mid-season power ranking by edits, but production doesn't care about it. I think they do in US, though. SA, I think I've realized that they don't. I mean, to be fair, I do think they do. Like, I just don't think they're as... like, I don't think they're going to ignore certain other people's storylines to prop up the winner, which I feel like US is more likely to do. Where, like, SA, again, like, we still got content of, like, Nicole talking about how she's always underestimated and everything. That, like it is, like, her semblance of a winner's at it. And to be fair, like, I've had at points, like, in the pre-merge, still talked, like, pretty positively about Nicole. And, like, I did think Nicole still had a chance of winning. But to me, it was, like, when the post-merge happened that caused her to kind of lessen in my estimations, because she just wasn't really being shown that much. But yeah, I think, like, if this was US, I feel like Nicole would have been all over that merge episode. And, like, we would have, like, heard confessionals about how upset she was to lose Marisha and, like, all this stuff, which I don't think we got in SA, because, like, I don't think they, like, care enough to go out of their way to tell the story of the winner, or more so trying to tell the story of the season, more so than the winner. Where, like, I feel like US goes out of its way, and, like, Australian Survivor too, Australian Survivor even more so, goes out of its way to tell the story of the winner, while SA doesn't. So, did I know that Dwayne Johnson made... I actually have heard of that, mainly because I was listening to, or I was watching, Lasers did a live stream, did a drunk stream the other day, and I was watching that, and they mentioned that. So I actually did know that The Rock did have a song, which sounded ridiculous, but whatever. Wait, what am I doing? No, whatever. Do I think that Survivor SA will have the best season if they did 2 seasons a year? I mean, like, I have more. I still say this. I have more faith in the SA production team than I do with the US production team. Oh wait, so do I actually have to use this? Yeah, like, I have more faith in LaRue Botha to make a good Survivor season than I do Jeff Probst. Or definitely more so than Australian Survivor, who I don't even know who the fuck producers are on that show. Cool. Come on, die already, please? There we go. Alright. Yeah, like, I like Immunity Island, I think is a great season. Island of Secrets, I think, is the best case scenario for that season. Where, like, I think considering it's a, like, kind of a redemption island-esque season, especially by the end of it, I think it's portrayed in the best possible way a season like that can be. Where, while, like, it becomes clear that, like, Rob's the winner and, like, he's dominating the game, it's like, at least we get to see the ins and outs of his game. So I feel like that makes that Island of Secrets a lot more entertaining. And then like, Philippines is like a clusterfuck, but it's still, like, I think they're all. I think the 3 seasons that LaRue Botha has done have all been really, really good seasons. Yeah, if Island of Secrets was Survivor US, like, I think it would be bottom tier probably. Like, I don't think they would have gone. Like, the thing is, like, and the interesting thing too is that, like, Rob was given as much screen time as he was, but it's not, like, unwarranted screen time. Like, it's not because they were trying to prop up the winner. It's because, like, he legitimately was that important to what was going on. Where, like, I feel like with US, it's like while obviously, like, Boston Rob has extremely dominant performance in Redemption Island, and to be fair, it's like, it's kind of a similar case. I feel like we don't see as much of the downsides of Boston Rob's game. Which I feel like with Rob, it's like, yeah, we see all the highs of his game, but we also see some lows. And yeah, it would have been nice to see Boston Rob. I mean, too, for we don't fully know if Boston Rob made many mistakes, but I would guess he would have, right? And also, like, we do know that, like, the stuff he did was, like, pissing off Zapatera, and it would have been nice to see more confessionals from, like, Zapatera talking about how Boston Rob is like, how upset they are that Boston Rob's leading, like, a cult and all that sort of stuff, which we got a little bit of, but, like, I feel like it definitely could have been a much more major storyline on the show, and probably would have been if it was SA, but US, I think, tried to hide it a bit and try to make it look like Boston Rob was always going to win if he got to the end. Okay. What is all that? Like, I don't remember this. Is this main story or is this still the side story?
Excuse me.
I don't know. Yeah, again, like, I think SA is more willing to just tell the story that is there. It's actually, like, I don't know if ballsy is the right term, because, like, I think they're just doing, like, they're not making up a storyline. Like, they're not Australian Survivor, which tries to make up, like, the storyline to make their winner look the best possible way. It's not like, Survivor US, which, again, does a similar thing, but not to the extent Australian Survivor does. like I think SA just like legitimately just shows you what happened. And I don't know if it's ballsy, considering it's literally just it's more so reality. But I think it's more willing to not like fake things, I guess. Is probably the better way to say it.
You don't give up, do you?
Or like I don't think there's been a time, at least within the last 3. Again, like I'm talking about modern SA. Like I'm talking about Philippines On with the current production crew, because like before that it was a different production team and whatnot. But I think with the current production team, basically the opposite of Tori. There we go.
What a waste.
Oh, we're talking about from the challenge? But yeah, like I think SA, I just think that like by them genuinely telling the story, it actually just leads to better TV most of the time. And too, for part of that could be from me coming from like an Edgic standpoint, where like whenever I'm watching really any show at this point, I pay so much attention to how it's being portrayed. Like even when it comes to like like watching You season 3, it's like there's so many points where like I'm looking for the foreshadowing for like what's gonna happen later, and it's like I feel like most people don't look at like shows or movies or whatever that way, and like I feel like this could 100% just be a thing, like that's just me, and it obviously like would affect the other people different ways, but I feel like for what I would personally want from a Survivor season, I feel like SA does it pretty well.
Kaito-san told me you'd be here. Don't forget about me next time.
How far are we in the stream? Fuck, we're 3 hours.
Forget about me.
I don't want to go this long. But yeah, I do think we are probably going to start wrapping things up. I am really tired. So yeah, I'm trying to think. So tomorrow, what am I going to do tomorrow? I mean, we got VIP in the morning. I might have some stuff going on in the afternoon. I'm not 100% though. I don't think. Yeah, probably not though. And then I think I'm currently debating on exactly how I want to approach editing videos right now, where it's like technically I should be editing like my Dreamcasting Big Brother Canada All-Star video. But I could also like try to get some work done on the challenge video, considering I have most of that script. Like I got caught up on the script. So it's like I could record like the beginning of it and then like try to edit that. So I don't know if I'll do that. But either way, it doesn't really matter, considering I'm gonna have to go out of my way to do it at some point anyway. So
time for that to come up again.
I need to start writing my Survivor script too. I've been holding off on it though, and I probably will still hold off like a week or two, because I want to have a better idea of where the season's going before starting it. But the problem is that we're going to have Big Brother VIP at the same time. I'm going to have to write both of those at the same time. So that's definitely going to be a thing that slows things down in a few weeks.
About a new drug that could win a Nobel Prize.
No, I did not watch the challenge seasons 1 through 9 yet. Yeah, I do still have that link that you posted in chat the other day. So yeah, I do plan on watching it. It's just, again, I haven't done it yet. I'm really, since the last time I streamed, or at least I guess the Survivor stream at least. So what, Thursday I worked, and then I did this Assassin's Creed Origins speedrun. Friday, I spent all day there doing the mid-season power ranking. And I watched like you in the background, and watched like live streams in the background. But like, and to be fair, I guess technically the challenge is like one of those, because I'm not like taking notes or anything. So I guess I could watch it in the background. Season 1's only 100 minutes. Is that really a thing? Oh yeah, because it's only 5 episodes, right? Yeah, I never actually thought about that. That's kind of weird.
From what I can tell,
maybe I will start watching them.
The ADDC's budget to hasten the development of AD9. They're even adding another building to the center.
Yeah, especially if there's like no like live stream that I want to watch or something tomorrow. Maybe I could do it. We'll see. I don't know.
Why Shintani go and call them?
Have I heard of the new horror
what
game
we're about to
Poppy
find out.
Playtime?
And there's only one way to do
No, I
that.
haven't.
Come on! Can't just take a man's phone.
What is this?
First off, we'll need to figure out who Shintani was calling.
Okay.
Yeah, but how are we gonna do that over the phone?
It's like a week. So is this like a, I don't know, like a Friday, or wasn't it called Five Nights at Freddy's or whatever? Yeah, I've never heard of this game.
ADDC, front desk speaking.
Hi there, ma'am.
This is a horror puzzle adventure. Try to survive the vengeful toys waiting for you in the abandoned toy factory. So yeah. And probably not really a game for me, I don't think, but we'll see. No one's suspicious.
Well, who I am doesn't matter.
The challenge make me watch any new shows?
I think a lawyer named Shintani called me.
Not really. Like you were talking about, like,
connect me with whoever
this year, like really the challenge, I think, is the only new reality show I've started watching. And to be fair, technically that was last year, considering I started watching it in December. But
this is the last number he dialed, so I'm calling to ask about it.
yeah, I don't think there's any other new shows I started watching this year.
You are not, are you?
I think that goes like in general. So like even outside of reality shows, I don't think I watched anything new this year. I've just watched like next seasons of shows I've already watched in the past. Actually, no, I did watch Warrior. I forgot about that. I watched Warrior.
Not sure,
but
I know the director. Remember?
Yeah, I don't think most people give a shit about that.
I'll come with you, Yagami-san.
Yeah, like obviously, as I said, I just watched You season 3. Oh, you know, Squid Game. I'm a fucking idiot. I just watched Squid Game too. But whatever. Witcher season 2 is coming soon. That should be fun. I'm probably gonna try to watch Cowboy Bebop. Because I actually really, really like the trailers for it. So that should be fun. Hopefully. Hopefully it's not a disaster. But Cobra Kai is coming somewhat soon, right? So I'll probably watch it. Even though I don't really like it that much, but whatever. Yeah, just in general, I haven't watched much like new
I was
things
also wondering what you thought about the
this
case.
year.
Did you really think that he was innocent?
Yeah, I think we're gonna stop playing after this cutscene. I might stream, I might talk for a little bit more, but I think we'll definitely call it a day in terms of the gameplay here. Yeah, we're really taking, this is taking forever to finish Judgment here. Not that it really matters, because, I don't need to have it done.
He kept saying the same thing.
In any specific time, but, this is taking forever. We're 5 episodes in, and we're, not even, are we even halfway through the game?
Fighting for him in court, maybe.
I want to look this up.
I'm sick to my stomach.
Look up my previous playthrough.
Do you think he deserves the death penalty?
That's enough of the questions, Sugiura.
Woof. My bad. Was that too far?
Nah.
If you say so.
Uh-oh. God damn it, why can't I even find my own, I can't even find my own,
You're heading to the ADDC now, yes? I'm gonna grab a taxi.
channel that no one watches.
I'll wait for you over
No one should watch, but again, where all my gameplay footage is. Fuck, it really has been a while since I played Judgment, though. Yeah, it's kind of insane, actually. Yeah, that I've played Witcher 3 more recently than I've played Judgment. That doesn't feel like the case. Yes, this was episode 21. Yeah, we're not even halfway through the fucking game yet. God damn it. We're almost at the halfway point, but we're still not even there. Whatever. I think we're good in terms of the game here. I don't really feel like continuing. Obviously, we'll be back on Wednesday after Survivor. Play more Judgment, I guess. And hopefully eventually finish this game. Yeah, fuck. It's probably gonna take 10 parts. Which that'll be the longest playthrough on the channel, right? Have I done another stream series that's taken more than 10 parts? I think Death Stranding took 8, right? So it's like, I'm pretty sure this would be the longest. Unless we're including Mass Effect, but that's just its own clusterfuck. I can't believe I spent so long playing Mass Effect, by the way. Like, it's really bizarre to me, like, looking back on it, like, just how long I was playing Mass Effect. Where I'm pretty sure, like, on the channel, like, it was 2 months, like, streaming, like, if we're including Andromeda. Like, it took me 2 months to get through all the Mass Effect games, and then, like, do 2 separate playthroughs of them, and then, the 5 years later playthrough for Mass Effect Andromeda. Yeah, so, yeah, longest series is Death Stranding. So this is probably going to beat it, which is depressing considering I'm not even enjoying this that much, but whatever, who cares? Yeah, I'm trying to think. So yeah, I will probably stream tomorrow night, as long as like nothing comes up tomorrow. I would like to. The thing is, like, realistically, I probably would try to. I'll stream Assassin's Creed Origins speedruns. But yeah, in an ideal world, like, I would do it Tuesday. However, I'm a bit unsure on how work's gonna go Tuesday, so I would just like rather just do it Monday. Like, make sure I get some runs in on Monday, and then like if I'm able to get out of work at a decent enough time, then we'll probably do some attempts on Tuesday also. But we'll see. I mean, depending, like, if I get the PB I want tomorrow, then obviously I won't, and then I'll be content. But we'll see. It's so ridiculous, like, how much time I have to save in Assassin's Creed Origins. I'm just not able to fucking do it. I have 10 minutes to save. Yeah, every single time I do a run, like, I end up coming out of it with around the same amount of time to save. It's just I've also lowered my sum of best. But whatever. So yeah, and hopefully we get a PB tomorrow. Hopefully it's not a disaster like Thursday, which, what the fuck was that? Or I couldn't even get a fucking run past the 30-minute mark. But yeah, I mean, hopefully that'll be tomorrow. And then, yeah, I mean, I guess that's pretty much it. Again, like, we're just playing Judgment for a while until we finish it. Again, Survivor, Merge Boot, I guess. I guess technically not the Merge episode. That should be fun. Challenge. Again, who really cares? But again, Challenge is on still. Big Brother VIP tomorrow as well. We might talk about Big Brother VIP in the speedrun stream tomorrow a bit too. We'll see. But yeah, that'll be a thing. And then yeah, I think that's it, right? I don't think anything else is going on. I mean, Challenge All-Stars starts next week, so that's going to be something too. Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll just call it a night. Yeah, we're over 3 hours. I didn't even want to go this long, really. I was thinking this was going to be like a 2.5 hour stream. So yeah, I guess that's it for the stream. Thank you, everyone's still here, and see you guys next time.